Wisconsin's radio.
It's 6 o'clock. I'm Vince Vitrano. This is Wisconsin's Morning News for Monday, July 17th. Our top story sneaking up on you, but there's an election in Wisconsin today.
I'm Eric Billstead. What were these parents thinking?
I'm Brandon Snide. The Brewers add another arm to the injury list as they get set for another tough test in Philly.
I'm Adam Roberts. Looking pretty good on the road so far this morning. We've got full freeway speeds and no incidents to report. I'm Adam Roberts with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
Mostly sunny is your storm team forecast from meteorologist Brendan Johnson. He's got a high of 78 degrees today, low down to 63 at the lake, 58 inland, right now 63 in Milwaukee. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, Decision, Wisconsin. It is Election Day for some voters north of Milwaukee. They'll be heading to the polls today for a special.
It's in the 24th Assembly District, the election being held to fill the seat previously held by Dan Knodl, who won election to the Wisconsin State Senate in another special election earlier this year. Voters in parts of Ozaukee, Washington, and Waukesha counties will head to the polls to elect either Republican Paul Melitik or Democrat Bob Tatterson to the Assembly. The 24th District used to include parts of Milwaukee County, but that has changed since redistricting in 2022. You can check if you're a resident of the district on the Wisconsin Legislature website. Wyatt Barmore-Pooley, WTMJ News.
A couple from Milwaukee facing child neglect charges after two of their children were found naked and filthy near 71st and Dixon. This happened earlier this week, or this past month, I should say. Neighbor Rick Eder tells TMJ4 News that what he saw when he spotted the kids in the street.
We thought they were wearing costumes at first, because the hair was so long, it looked like they were wearing wigs. And when I get a closer look at them, looked at my wife, I says, them are not costumes. Because we saw a bunch of red marks on them, and they had no clothes.
The mother and her boyfriend now face 10 felony charges.
West Bend man arrested, accused of hiding a camera in the Frederick West Bend Hospital bathroom. Man was a Frederick Health Support Staff employee. He admitted to investigators that he had been placing the camera inside the same bathroom for months. West Bend police were working on an unrelated investigation when they uncovered information that led to his arrest by the Washington County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff's Office telling us they are anticipating a, quote, significant number of felony charges, and that they're working on analyzing the amount of data to identify all potential victims.
Senator Ron Johnson paying himself back for loans made in his Senate campaigns. The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reports Johnson has received $400,000 from his campaign account. Now, these payments are legal under the Supreme Court decision from 2022, but Johnson has said he is not concerned with recouping loans from his campaigns. Johnson told insiders that he did not expect to be paid back for those loans 2 weeks after he began receiving payments from his campaign account.
Now it's John Kerry's turn to try to mend fences with Beijing.
The special climate envoy met with China's top diplomat, with both sides now at least calling for more communications to restore relations badly disrupted by disputes over trade and Taiwan.
We both know there are real differences, but we also know that from experience, we work at it, we can find the path ahead in ways that resolve these challenges.
Kerry's the third administration official in recent weeks to travel to China for meetings there after Secretary of State Blinken and Treasury Secretary Yellen didn't make much progress. Tom Rivers, ABC News at the Foreign Desk.
A woman who police say intentionally set a fire inside a home near 29th and Bobolink in Milwaukee and killed her boyfriend is now facing homicide and arson charges. Michelle Adams charged Saturday with one count of first-degree reckless homicide and one count of arson. According to the criminal complaint, a witness says the woman, later identified as Adams, said, "I set the house on fire," and laughed. She also allegedly told the witness there was a blind man in there, and that's what he gets. Anthony Winters was 60 years old, legally blind. He was killed in that fire.
Coming up, what's a Barbenheimer? Siding Unlimited, WTMJ News Time 6:04.
Lake Geneva. It's where families have been making memories around the water for generations. Lakeside resorts and spas, award-winning restaurants, and charming shops are just the beginning of an unforgettable summer getaway. Lake cruises, boating, and beach lounging let you soak up the sun, water, and family time. Hike a lakeshore path, stargaze from an iconic observatory, or soar above it all in a hot air balloon. Go ziplining, visit an animal safari, or see dancing horses. Start making your memories today at visitlakegeneva.com.
When severe weather hits and the power goes out, do you have a plan? For reliable power and peace of mind, propane can do that. It only takes about 10 seconds for a propane-powered generator to restore power to your home. So no matter what Mother Nature has in store, you know you're prepared. Learn more at WIPGA.org. This message is sponsored by your local propane provider and the Wisconsin Propane Education and Research Council.
Hey, it's 620 WTMJ's Brian Z for Oconomowoc Dental Care and my guy, Dr. James Michaels. You know, summer is finally here. It's time to get ready for that warm weather. Graduations, weddings, all the travel plans that come with summer, plus your upcoming family events and all those photos and videos you're going to be taking. Make sure you have that best smile on display. Schedule your routine cleaning with my guy, Dr. Michaels. At Oconomowoc Dental Care, they're always going to make you as comfortable as possible when you're in the chair and give both you and your family an amazing smile. So whether it's a simple cleaning and exam, a more complex procedure, a teeth whitening, an implant, Dr. Michaels and the team at Oconomowoc Dental Care will take great care of you just like they take great care of me. At Oconomowoc Dental Care, affordable quality dentistry is no longer a dream, it's the reality. Dr. Michaels' fantastic staff can help you out with a no-interest payment plan. We all have to go to the dentist, so do not put it off any longer. Go see my guy, Dr. James Michaels at Oconomowoc Dental Care. Call his friendly and caring staff today and make your appointment.
There's a strong belief among financial experts that tax planning is more important than rate of return, and that is what sets us apart.
Financial strategies, a wiser way to build your wealth.
FinancialStrategiesInc.com.
Signing Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 6:06.
Brewers back at it again in Philly tonight. Brandon Snide has sports at 6:15.
Sinkhole along the Hank Aaron Trail has taken some cyclists and hikers by surprise. Trail now closed between 89th and 76th. But the trail closed sign near 89th was seen torn down on the side of that trail. Several cyclists telling TMJ4 News they had no idea it was even closed.
I didn't see any sinkhole or anything like that, so I'm not really sure what's going on.
I hope they put a sign down there because I don't want to fall in a sinkhole.
So as far as the sinkhole goes...
Well, you wouldn't.
It's
good advice.
Yeah, the DNR says the sinkhole formed due to the recent rainfall and that the hole extends multiple feet below the paved surface. There are some photos of it we've seen.
Yes, you were unimpressed by the photos, but I reminded you, Eric.
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't know what's underneath.
It's bigger underneath there, that's for sure. It's
Yes.
unclear how long it's going to take to fill that up.
You did not win the Powerball jackpot, but neither did anybody else.
Tonight we have another life-changing jackpot for you.
No life's been changed just yet because no one chose the winning numbers for last night's $900 million Powerball prize. That pushes the pot up to an estimated $1 billion for tomorrow. It would make it the third highest in U.S. history. The one-time lump sum before taxes, more than $516 million. 3 people did win $2 million in last night's drawing. The tickets sold in Arkansas, Georgia, and Texas. 5 people won, and even Mill. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
An unlikely pair of movies is coming out this week and has people seeing double features of dolls and atom bombs.
Watching the bubbly Barbie.
This is the best day ever. It is the best day ever.
And the dark historical Christopher Nolan epic Oppenheimer.
This is a national emergency.
Back to back might not seem like something for everyone, but it's something for at least 40,000 people. AMC says that many people have booked back-to-back showings of the films this coming opening weekend. Unofficially, it's called Barbenheimer, and the internet is full of memes, even people selling merch. Know that going in, Oppenheimer is 3 hours and Barbie is 2, so that's 5 hours not counting previews. Now the big question, which do you see first?
You should stop by.
So cool. Jason Nathanson, ABC News.
No, you got to see the atom bomb movie first, don't you?
I was going to say the exact opposite. Got to see
Really?
Barbie first.
No, after watching the 3-hour atom bomb movie, I need to not think of anything else and just watch a silly pop
You want to
bubblegum
leave
movie.
feeling light and bubbly?
Yes.
6:09 on Wisconsin's Morning News.
This report sponsored by Evans Transportation Services, one company for accounting, shipping, and tracking.
Evans Transportation is stoked for the Milwaukee baseball playoff push. After all, they're the complete player when it comes to logistics. But instead of being a 5-tool player, Evans is the ultimate 3-tool logistics partner. When manufacturers have accounting, shipping, and tracking needs, they come to Evans. And for the record, Evans is happy to leave the stuff to the real players. They'll stick to logistics. Good luck to Milwaukee from Evans and Delafield. Find them at evanstrans.com.
WTMJ's Vince Vitrano here for 911 Heating and Air, the AC company that stands by their craftsmanship. With an AC overhaul that includes a 2-year ice-cold unconditional guarantee on the entire system, not just the work that was done. They'll fix all refrigerant leaks, replace all faulty parts and components, and bring your unit back to life, warranted and guaranteed for 2 years. Trust the folks I trust for my heating and air needs. Call 414-HEATING or visit 911heatusa.com. Call or see website for details.
Traffic is sponsored by Built Right Furniture, Leather and Mattresses.
For affordable, better quality furniture and mattresses, you've got to get to Built Right today. Built Right Furniture saves you money. 54th and Layton Avenue in Greenfield.
Checking into the roads here, we've got Adam Roberts covering traffic for Debbie today.
That's right, Vince, and we have one incident right now on the roads at 41 southbound, just beyond the Burleigh ramp. There's a broken down vehicle, and it is blocking the right lane. Now, right now, we're not seeing any slowdowns as you head towards the zoo, but it is to be expected as that goes through the construction zone on 41. So just be mindful of that as you're heading into the traffic system. We might be seeing some slowdowns in a little bit. Otherwise, though, we're looking pretty good. Still no other incidents or major delays. I'm Adam Roberts with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
The WTMJ 5-day forecast for today. Lots of sunshine across southeastern Wisconsin as temperatures climb into the upper 70s. A northwest wind becomes southeast later on this afternoon, 5 to 10 miles per hour. It'll stay mainly clear tonight with lows dipping back into the upper 50s and low 60s. More sunshine on tap for Wednesday and a chance of some late day showers. Highs in the low 80s. We'll hold on to that rain chance into Thursday, partly sunny with a high of 83. Sunshine returns for Friday and Saturday. We're looking for high temperatures in the low 80s. I'm meteorologist Brendan Johnson with the Storm Team forecast on WTMJ.
Milwaukee at 62 degrees.
Live from the Annex Wealth Management Studios at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee, this is Wisconsin's Morning News. Here's your host, Vince Vitrano.
Coming up on 612 this Tuesday morning. Great to be with you. Who knew a forum on freeways, Eric, could be so spicy?
We do cool
The event was moderated by the Milwaukee Business Journal's Mark Cass, was put on by a group called Rethink I-794. You were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah, so this was a big conversation with business leaders and other folks in the city that were going to discuss what to do with that section of the highway. Should it come down? Should we redevelop?
This is about whether or not we should, instead of rebuilding the ramps that connect the Hone Bridge to the spur that runs between the bridge and the Marquette Interchange, whether we should do that at a cost of $300 million, which the DOT says these ramps are aged out, so we need to rebuild them.
Something's got to happen no matter what.
Right. Or whether we should spend that money tearing down that connection and building an at-grade street or boulevard, better connecting the Third Ward to downtown and opening up land to development. And people on both sides of that issue and somewhere in the middle on a compromise. Can we shorten it? Can we do this? Can we do that? That's what the forum was about. And some of the panelists, this thing was held at Marquette University, were just really excited about the topic.
That, we tore down a freeway and the world noticed.
Yeah, big time. We tore down a freeway, man.
Everyone talks about Park East. It's known internationally.
Yes. We're talking about the freeway. I'm interested in it because I'm kind of a freeway nerd, a transportation nerd. I follow this stuff.
Sure, of course.
I tell you, if all of Cass's events were like this one, I'd buy season tickets. Whatever he's doing. WTMJ's Adam Roberts, you just heard him out on the traffic there. He was there and strung a few of these gems together from this forum.
We don't make plans to sit on shelves. We make plans to do.
What matters is creating a narrative for the city of Milwaukee to stand out from its peers on a national platform and say, you should be here because we do cool.
We're such an aw shucks, Midwestern nice city. That, we tore down a freeway and the world noticed.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of swearing on this panel.
Cass.
I think I'm at a Foo Fighters show, for heaven's sake.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
What got into them up there?
Well, they're excited about it. I like the passion.
Yeah,
Eric, you can send me to these things more often. Going for it.
Who was the first one to drop a swear and sort of open the floodgates at him?
I think it might have been Peter Park.
Yeah, former planning director for Milwaukee.
So when I spoke to him, I didn't pick up on that mouth.
It's blue streaking.
Well, see, that's what happens, man. Like on How I Met Your Mother, when you have your friends speak, you talk to your coworkers or people in your life the way you do.
Sure.
But then when you see a friend you haven't seen for a while, like, oh, hey, what's going on? I won't swear for the show, but you get what I mean.
I wonder, though, have you ever been there in that moment where you're talking to somebody and all of a sudden, they let one fly and you realize, okay.
Oh,
okay. It's going to be that type of conversation.
You do feel the shoulders kind of get a little looser after that
rise
happens.
up to match that then. It's
Right.
like, all right, if this is how we're talking, cool. 6:15, Brandon Snide has the F in sports next.
that.
This report
We
sponsored
tore
by-
down a freeway and the world noticed.
WI.com.
Ugh, your lunch is still in here from the last day of school? Ugh, everything is rotted.
Let's make our windows.
Ugh, did you learn that from Mom?
Yeah.
Well, you make a great point. Tell you what, let's clean out your backpack and then we'll...
Kajina from Pella.
Precisely.
Well, we can't stop the discovery of those rotting surprises you often find at the bottom of your kid's school backpack. Pella's limited lifetime warranty on wood windows and doors makes it so that you'll never have to worry about rotting windows again. Right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, make payments as low as $35 per window and $78 per patio door. Experience Pella's nearly endless possibilities for maximum design flexibility, featuring dramatic sizes, custom colors, finishes, and more. With Pella's limited lifetime warranty and payments as low as $35 per month per window, $78 per door, there's no reason to wait. Visit PellaWI.com today.
This report sponsored by Pella of Wisconsin. Discover Pella now, pay later at PellaWI.com.
Shop Steinhoffel's Beauty Rest Black Mattresses. Queen start at just $49 per month when you use Steinhoffel's special 72-month financing. Plus, you get $300 in Steinhoffel's cash. Steinhoffel's is your sleep solution destination.
Time for an update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All Sports Desk. Here's Brandon Snide.
After sweeping the Cincinnati Reds to begin their second half of the season, the first-place Milwaukee Brewers will face another tough test beginning tonight as they travel out to Philadelphia to take on those Phillies to begin a 3-game set. Our coverage will begin right here on WTMJ beginning at 5:05. Julio Teheran is expected to get the start for the Brew Crew. More injury news for the Brewers. Starting pitcher Wade Miley has been placed on the 15-day injured list. I know, Vinny, I know. Add another one to the injury list for those Brewers. That goes retroactive to July 14th with what the team has listed as left elbow discomfort. Over to the NFL, where things will certainly look a bit different in Green Bay. Could other teams within the league be overlooking the Packers with first-year starter Jordan Love under center?
Yeah, 100%. But that's cool. I like it that way. You know, this has been one of the first off seasons where, you know, we ain't really been getting the credit, getting the love. You know, everybody says Aaron that determines the factor whether we win or lose. So, you know, we love it, man. We gonna embrace it, and when it come week one, and you know when the season get here, you know we'll see how everything stack up.
That's Packers All-Pro defensive tackle Kenny Clark, who joined CBS Sports Radio earlier. The Packers will set out to prove those folks wrong when they kick off things in Green Bay beginning on July 26th. And lastly, over to the NBA, where Isaiah Mobley scored 28 points, and the Cleveland Cavaliers captured the NBA 2K24 Summer League Championship with a 99-78 victory Monday over the Houston Rockets. The Bucks, on the other hand, though, slow start. They finished the summer action with just 2 wins and 3 losses.
Coming up. What's it like to fly in a fighter jet? I'll tell you what I remember. That's coming up next.
The WTMJ Classic is here, July 24th at Lac La Belle, benefiting Best Buddies Wisconsin. You can help by bidding on the awesome items up for grabs. Check them out at WTMJ.com or text BID to the Old National Bank talk and text line 855-616-1620. Thank you to all of our great partners. The Club at Lac La Belle, Evans Transportation, Dave Drake Camp Heating and Cooling, Siding Unlimited, and Griffin Automotive Group.
Vince Vitrano here for LAK Group. At LAK Group, it's their mission to help people discover everything they're capable of and help companies find more profitable futures by showing their people how to be better leaders. They've got a proven leadership development track record. LAK Group believes that when people are more accomplished, they're more focused, and more productive, then the possibilities are infinite. Discover how LAK can help you or your company. Visit transformingcareers.com. LAK Group. Discover your human advantage.
You're just going to have to live with it. That's what I told myself. And if you can believe it, that's what the doctors told me.
Since Andy was a boy, he had health issues, which later we would find were primarily due to his trouble breathing. So for 36 years, Andy lived with about 85% blockage in his nose. He had to breathe through his mouth, because when he tried to breathe through his nose, it felt like he was being suffocated. It affected his sleep, his work life, and his ability to play sports. And he wasn't going to let it ruin his life anymore. So he came to Advent. As bad as it was, his problem required a simple solution. In-office balloon sinuplasty and turbinate reduction. Procedures you won't find offered by big box healthcare. This is Dr. Madan Kandula. It's definitely possible that your nasal breathing problems have a simple solution too. You can hear Andy's story in his own words at adventknowsandy.com and begin on your path to breathing well and living better.
Results may vary.
Adam Roberts on the roads for us today. What do you see, Adam?
Well, Vince, the good news is I don't really see a lot. That earlier incident on 41 southbound with the broken down vehicle that was blocking the right lane, they've made quick work of it, and they've gotten that out of there. So we're starting to get back up to full freeway speeds right now. Little bit of a slowdown as you're south of North Avenue headed towards the zoo, but other than that, we're looking pretty good. I see a lot of green, and that's good news. Hey, you can help out your fellow commuters, though, if you do see something on the roads. Report accidents and slowdowns to the Hall Mazda traffic tip line at 414-238-9329. Visit Hall Mazda during Mazda's season of discovery. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts with your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
Pretty nice looking storm team forecast for Brendan Johnson for the next 5 days. Mostly sunny, high of 78 today. Clear skies tonight. 63 at the lake, 58 inland for the low temps. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Chance for storms in the evening and a high of 81. Thursday's high 83 with a chance of showers and storms. And Friday and Saturday, both mostly sunny and temperatures in the low 80s. Right now in Milwaukee, 62. Yeah, get used to that sound. Milwaukee Air and Water Show returns this week. Means the next couple of days. Fighter jets buzzing the tower. Now, things officially begin Friday here in Milwaukee. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. is the air show practice. Water show 10 a.m. to 11:30. Air show noon to 4 on both Saturday and Sunday.
So to the practice, they just kind of zip around, get their bearings, check the specs.
And I think that's more of what you see Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay.
I am trying to confirm when the Blue Angels come to town. They're the headliners this year. It will include Lieutenant Amanda Lee. She's the first female FA-18 fighter pilot to join the Blue Angels. So you're going to have her and the other Blues are going to be up there. Yeah, those early days when they're here before they do like just their routine where they're just flying all over the place. They're getting their points, trying to see, okay, here are the radio towers out there. We got to be aware of that.
Yep.
Here's where these skyscrapers are. Here's the end point of our show, all of that stuff. And Eric and I both had opportunities to fly in fighter jets, which, like fewer than 1% of the world's population has ever done?
Right, yeah. Pretty blessed to be able to do it. It's pretty cool.
And why do they do it? They do that so guys like us who have the opportunity to share stories with all of you can tell you just how amazing it is what these men and now women do in the cockpit behind the controls of these fighter jets.
And just they don't have any like really real protection either. They just go and sit in this plane and do it and handle the G's, the physical force.
That's
and it is a force that they fight.
Flew with the Thunderbirds. That's
Correct.
The Air Force demo team. They're in the F-16 Fighting Falcon.
Yep. I got to sit in one of those. And so what I wore, though, is a little bit different. You know how, like, when you get blood pressure checked, you get, like, that arm cuff?
Yeah, and it inflates.
Yeah. So basically what I had on is the faster we would go or the tighter the bend, the
more G's you would pull.
G's you dealt with, the more air would fill my suit to keep blood in my head. To keep me awake.
That's what's happening up there. When you hear these guys grunting, and you'll hear me grunting in a moment, but the G-forces are sucking, it's pulling down on you at multiple times the force of normal gravity. So when you hear 7 Gs, that's like you weigh 7 times more than what you normally do.
Right, yeah.
And it's sucking the blood out of your brain. When the blood leaves your brain, the oxygen leaves your brain, and then it's lights out. So you're constantly battling to stay conscious.
And they just do it.
They take it.
Yeah. They just have handled it. Their bodies can take anything at this point.
You had a very nice flight.
Do you want to hear mine first?
Yeah.
So because of that, I got to stay awake for most of it, although I did blip for a moment when we pulled 9 Gs. I was flying with Cheetah.
Okay.
And here's how it sounded when we did 9.
Just like a brake turn as if we had a bad guy behind us. Okay, good body position. Ready? Here we go. Here come the Gs.
Here's where I lost it. And I'm back here.
There you go, 9.1 Gs.
Oh, my God. Holy cow. Holy
Holy cow.
And
You like it?
I heard voices like outside of my head.
Gosh. Well, what the hell was that? That was 9.1 Gs. Nice job, dude.
Oh, my God. Holy cow.
Cannot be replicated.
Welcome to the 9G Club, dude.
There you go. Welcome to the 9G Club.
It cannot be replicated.
Well, I'm in the 9G Club also. Except
9 times.
9 times.
Yeah, I'm also in the 9G Club, except I don't remember 9. Last number I saw was 7.
Set. Ready. Ready. Hit it.
Out.
So the moaning was to stay awake, to fight through it, right?
Wait for it. Still out. Still out. Still out. Still passed out. Now,
107 out of 2000.
okay, starting to come out a little bit. Now I'm back.
I think we may have got you. You got me again.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But
Twice I passed out.
You didn't have anything on. You had no bodysuit that would keep blood in your head.
The Blue Angels do not fly with the G suit that you have. And when I went
meaning
out,
the media don't fly. Like my Cheetah,
they don't either.
But my Cheetah, he didn't
doesn't?
have one on.
Yeah.
Just
my
me.
guy told me, we don't fly with them, so neither do you. Enjoy your ride. Text the word flight to the Old National Bank talk and text line. Flight to 855-616-1620. We'll get that video out to you if you want to see it. There's also information on how to get tickets to the Milwaukee Air and Water Show Saturday and Sunday. News about your money this morning. WTMJ Annex Wealth Management Market Update. Dow Jones Industrial Average up about 76 points to 34,585. NASDAQ closed at 14,245. That was up nearly 1%. And the S&P 500 closed up about 17 to 45.23. For a deeper dive of the markets, listen to the Annex Wealth Management SWAT podcast wherever you find your favorite podcasts.
I love the Fox and Hounds. WTMJ's John Mercure here. The historic restaurant was recently voted the best supper club in the area. That's right. Opened first in 1933, it's been serving fabulous dinners for almost 90 years in their beautiful rustic timber structure. When you buy one dinner, your second dinner is free 7 days a week. How about this? Enjoy a world-class steak, seafood, pasta, big fresh salad, even steak and lobster, anything on the menu. Your second dinner is free. And made-from-scratch desserts, too, and I love those. Add a Manhattan, an old-fashioned. Choose from over 100 wines to accent your dinner. The Fox and Hounds is family-owned and one of the most unique, affordable supper clubs in Wisconsin. Your second dinner is always free. Just off Highway 167, 2 miles east and in the shadows of the beautiful Holy Hill Shrine. The summer drive is spectacular. You got to check it out. Brighten up your Monday and Tuesday with a free dinner tonight. Reserve at foxandhoundsrestaurant.com. It'll lift your spirits. It's the award-winning, the best supper club in the area. It's the Fox and Hounds.
You wanted lower prices? Fleet Farm's got them. Like KT Nut and Fruit Blend, now only $32.99 for a 20-pound bag. Or how about $3.49 a quart for Resolute Conventional or Synthetic Blend Motor Oil? Also, Resolute Classic Green Antifreeze is now just $10.99 a gallon. And control summer weeds with Gordon's Amine 240 Weed Killer. 2.5 gallons, now only $69.99. Look for new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life with price drops at Fleet Farm.
Get the help you need Saturday morning with How To Radio. At 7, it's the WTMJ Fix It Show with David Nason, featuring this week's guest, Abby Windows. At 9, plan your dream vacation with the Fox World Travel Show. And at 10, get financial guidance during Money Talk. Contact Annex Wealth Management for an unbiased review of your investments at annexwealth.com. How To Radio, Saturday mornings on WTMJ.
Hey, it's Rose Gray at Fox World Travel. Don't forget the Fox exclusive early booking sale with Apple Vacations is going on now with the nonstop flights to get you there. Don't miss out on the nation's largest all-inclusive sale. Contact Fox World Travel today.
Wisconsin's Morning News National Anthem powered by Weniger Compressor, American Patriotism made in Wisconsin. This is the Watertown High School Women's Chorus.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the
People in Bucks County. A woman visiting from South Carolina was killed after her family's vehicle was overtaken by water. Her 2 young children still missing overnight. Meanwhile, historic heat has tightened its grip across the west and south. Today, Phoenix is expected to see a record 19th consecutive day of temperatures topping 110. And off South Florida, even the water is in the mid-90s, threatening the coral and setting the stage for more powerful hurricanes fueled by warmer ocean temperatures.
ABC's Rhiannon Alley. Canadian wildfire smoke also drifting across multiple states and into Washington, D.C., lowering air quality. In Oregon, authorities say the deaths of 4 women whose bodies were found in 3 months in or near Portland are linked, and a person of interest is in custody. But so far, no charges filed, and no winner in last night's $900 million Powerball jackpot. I'm Derek Dennis, ABC News.
Siding Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 6:31. Currently sunny and 61 degrees in Milwaukee. And from the WTMJ Breaking News Center today, decisioned Wisconsin. Election day for voters north of Milwaukee who will head to the polls for a special election.
It's in the 24th Assembly District, the election being held to fill the seat previously held by Dan Knodl, who won election to the Wisconsin State Senate in another special election earlier this year. Voters in parts of Ozaukee, Washington, and Waukesha counties will head to the polls to elect either Republican Paul Melitik or Democrat Bob Tatterson to the Assembly. The 24th District used to include parts of Milwaukee County, but that has changed since redistricting in 2022. You can check if you're a resident of the district on the Wisconsin Legislature website. Wyatt Barmore-Pooley, WTMJ News.
A Milwaukee couple facing child neglect charges after their 2 children were found naked and filthy near 71st and Dixon on July 13th. Rick Ader tells TMJ4's Sean Gallagher what he saw when he spotted the kids on the street.
We thought they were wearing costumes at first, because the hair was so long, it looked like it was they were wearing wigs. And when I get a closer look at them, looked at my wife, I says, them are not costumes, because we saw a bunch of red marks on them, and they had no clothes.
34-year-old Katie Koch and her boyfriend, 38-year-old Joel Mankey, face 10 felony charges for chronic neglect of a child, as well as false imprisonment. U.S. Senator Ron Johnson paying himself back for loans made in his Senate campaigns. The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reporting Johnson has received $400,000 from his campaign account. These payments are legal under the Supreme Court decision from 2022, but Johnson has said he is not concerned with recouping loans from his campaigns. Johnson telling Insider he did not expect to be paid back for those loans on May 17th, 2 weeks after he began receiving payments from his campaign account. Johnson currently serving his 3rd term in the U.S. Senate. And a sinkhole along the Hank Aaron Trail taking some cyclists and hikers by surprise. The trail is closed between 89th and 76th Streets, but a trail closed sign near 89th was seen torn down and on the side of the trail. Several cyclists telling TMJ4 News they had no idea the trail was closed.
I didn't see any sinkhole or anything like that, so I'm not really sure what's going on.
I hope they put a sign down there because I don't want to fall in a sinkhole.
I don't think anyone wants that. The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources saying the sinkhole had formed due to recent rainfall and that the hole extends multiple feet below the paved surface. Unclear how long repairs to the trail will take. I'm Adam Roberts from the WTMJ Breaking News Center, citing Unlimited WTMJ News Time, 6:34.
Agreed, Adam. Sinkhole is not where you want to be. Coming
no.
up, a country star stopped the show to shame a couple of fans. What they were doing that made her so mad. That's next.
Traffic is brought to you by James Imaging Systems, your local document imaging partner. Visit jamesimaging.com.
The James Imaging Systems people, they're one reason why so many businesses choose to do business with James, like Brookfield GMC, controller Jay Doyle.
They're compatriots to the point where when I call, they act like they're your best friend.
Document imaging technology, managed print services, content management solutions, all supported by the James Imaging Systems people. People who are dedicated to helping your business do business better.
They do a great job. They're like it's one of your workers. They want to help.
Not tomorrow, not next week. Help when you need it. That's James Imaging Systems.
Yeah, they do a great job. They're there immediately, and it's a great feeling because I know they care.
James Imaging Systems.
I do love working with James Imaging. It's perfect.
Put the good people at James Imaging Systems to work for your business. Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local office technology partner.
Chronic joint pain has a snowball effect.
It's not just the pain.
What that did is just make me depressed that I couldn't get back into the gym, and I was inactive, gaining weight. I had to find another alternative.
And for Chad, that alternative was QC Kinetics and the non-surgical natural biologic treatments that can give lasting relief to aching hips, shoulders, knees, and backs.
Once they explained it, it made sense. Putting what we have inside our body back into us in a certain strategic way to heal up in a natural process was fantastic.
QC Kinetics treatments take place right in the office. No downtime, no surgery. And as for the outcome,
I'm just back to bouncing around, having fun, doing my work, living pain-free.
Don't let chronic joint pain rob you of your quality of life. Discover advanced regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics. Call now to learn more. It's a free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
Siding Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 6:36.
Brewers lost another pitcher to injury. Brandon Snide has sports coming up.
We've told you, stop throwing cell phones at artists, right? When they're performing, when musicians are on the stage singing. Let's not throw anything at them.
Become an issue of late. Number of performers have had stuff thrown at them on stage.
Well, now we had two fans doing what they're supposed to do with the phone, and they got screamed at. Here's what happened. Miranda Lambert stopping mid-song to shame two concert goers. Here's how it went. All right, so she's starting the song. Everyone's all fired up, excited about it.
Something bound to fall apart.
Listen right here. What happens?
I'm going to stop right here for a sec, Danny. I'm sorry.
Stops. Why is she stopping?
These girls are worried about their selfie and not listening to the song. It's pissing me off a little bit.
Two girls were taking a selfie like in the second row, and that bothered her, so she stopped the song.
We're here to hear some country music tonight. I'm singing from country music.
I questioned.
Shall we start again?
Yes.
Yes, please. Sing your song.
That's why we
Don't worry
paid.
about those two in the front. If they want to take a selfie, let them take a selfie.
That surprised me that
Me
bothered
too.
her so much. That's the whole point. Look, we're here at the Miranda Lambert concert. We want to take a shot of that. That's what the phones are used for now. Let's all get over this like higher than thou thing that we all seem to have on selfies. No, they're here forever now.
Yeah, I don't get what the offense was. I mean, and you can take away from that. I think we talk about this all the time. Like, why aren't we living in the moment more?
Agreed.
You know, why aren't we?
Sure.
You paid all this money to go to the show. You're obviously very close to the stage. You know, why aren't you just listening to the song? Okay, I'm down with that. But like for her to just shame fans.
Well, so then this is where, and I agree, but then I always get annoyed because then there's always all these people that start like snarking on it. So listen to this video that was posted on TikTok. You can hear the fan complaining about it. They're leaving now.
Let's go. Come on. You don't do that to fans.
Let's go.
Oh,
we're out now?
Yeah, so those fans video themselves leaving the show. Fans on
Everybody's wrong.
Miranda didn't even talk to our Vegas audience between songs. Hardly someone else complained. Always in a mood. Fans can enjoy however they want. They paid. That's what someone else posted. So fans are snarking back at Miranda there.
Coming up, why your favorite hot sauce may not be on your store shelves for the foreseeable future. That story next.
Rejuvenex Arthritis Clinics are in-network with most major insurance plans, including Medicare and Medicaid, and there have been thousands of patients that have received our pain relief treatment with zero out-of-pocket expense. Our FDA-approved treatments we'll use to remedy your pain are precisely guided to its root, to provide inflammation and cushioning relief to alleviate pain. What ends up happening is you begin on a pain maintenance plan, and how committed you want to be to alleviating your pain is up to you. But at the least, you can see us semi-annually to annually to, in many cases, significantly reduce pain in hips, shoulders, elbows, and knees. I'm Richard Salinas, registered nurse with Rejuvenex Arthritis Pain Clinics. We can alleviate your pain, and that'll rejuvenate your life. It's pain relief, really. Go to rejuvenex.com to request your appointment.
Rejuvenex. Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Need a new bank for your small business? How about an old one? For a limited time, you can earn up to a $500 cash bonus when you open a free or basic business checking account with Old National. So think big when it comes to your small business and choose a bank where relationships and results have mattered for nearly 200 years. Visit a local banking center or learn more at oldnational.com/success today. Complete qualifying activities within 60 days of account opening. $50 minimum initial deposit required. Account must remain open 120 days. Member FDIC. Old National Bank. Get old.
Welcome back to Ask Hasselus.
If Hasselus Mattress is employee-free, then who are you?
I'm the manager.
But your stores don't have employees.
Right. Try and buy with no pushy sales guy.
So what else do you do?
Through Monday, I'm giving away free box springs with the purchase of a new Beautyrest, Serta Perfect Sleeper, or Sealy Posturepedic mattress.
You can do that?
Sure.
Won't the boss get mad?
What boss?
Oh, right.
Find an employee-free showroom near you or shop online at Hasselus.com.
Traffic sponsored by Weniger Compressor, the Midwest air compressor experts. Visit pressureisoff.biz.
Servicing world-class Wisconsin manufacturers for 9 decades. Contact Weniger Compressor at pressureisoff.biz.
Weniger Compressor.
Adam Roberts is on the roads today. What's going on, Adam?
Very little, Vince. That is about as much as I can say. It got a lot of green across the system. We had an earlier slowdown on 41 southbound as you head towards the zoo just south of North Avenue. That has since freshened up, and so we're looking great there. We're looking great everywhere right now. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts with your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
The WTMJ 5-day forecast for today, mostly sunny, high temperatures topping out in the upper 70s. Hold on to a mainly clear sky overnight as lows dip back into the upper 50s and low 60s. We start off with lots of sunshine for Wednesday, gradually increase those clouds throughout the afternoon and evening, and we'll look for maybe a few scattered showers overnight into Thursday. High temperatures in the low 80s. By Thursday, chance of showers and storms, partly sunny with a high of 83, and full sunshine returns for Friday and Saturday, highs in the low 80s. I'm meteorologist Brendan Johnson with the Storm Team forecast on WTMJ.
Milwaukee temp at 62 degrees. On the Old National Bank talk and text line, 855-616-1620. Old National Bank, get old. Talking about Miranda Lambert there.
Telling fans not to take selfies during the show?
Yeah, this texter says when she was in Milwaukee with Kenny Chesney, she threatened to pop any beach balls that came near the stage.
Eesh.
Totally put a sour taste in my mouth. Can't handle listening to her music.
Unfortunately, especially these days, in order for an artist to make music or make money off their music,
got a tour.
They got a tour, so you better enjoy it somehow.
Sriracha shortage is prompting capitalists everywhere to sell bottles for as much as $150 aftermarket, of course. You a hot sauce guy? Well, hot sauce.
I don't like it where it dominates, where I can't enjoy the flavor because it's just so hot.
I used to never
like a little
be.
spice.
I now find myself, because I got into the Sriracha, I need like a little bit of heat on pretty much anything.
$150 worth?
No. I'm not like these ghost pepper eating guys either.
Oh, the hiccups are coming. That was that hot sauce diesel cough. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for.
Sounds
right? I don't want to cry when I eat. This isn't really new, but one particular brand and type of hot sauce, the classic Sriracha, so that's like, I think the bottle is clear because the sauce is red, right? You can see it through there.
Yes.
It's got the green cap.
Yep,
It's made in California, continues to struggle with supply issues, primarily of its peppers. Hoi Fong sells for like $5-10 a bottle of their Sriracha in stores. Many major retailers are flat sold out. So those who have some are reselling. Fortune magazine reporting 17-ounce bottles of that liquid heat selling on eBay for as much as $150.
Come on. Well, I mean, if you like it.
Fortune also said, let me see. They quoted a guy here, David Ortega is a food economist and associate professor at Michigan State University. So the main culprit here is a shortage of their primary ingredient, the red jalapeno chili pepper. And that's due to climate change and the mega drought. And I know folks are already rolling their eyes at the climate change reference. That's neither here nor there. Either way, they're out of peppers. That's why they can't do it. Others have suggested, particularly since there is other sauce on the shelves, so there are peppers to be had. They're saying really for Hoi Fong, who makes this particular type of Sriracha, it's really a supply chain issue. They need to diversify their suppliers. Regardless, though, if it's that particular brand that you're looking for, it may cost you.
That was that hot sauce diesel cough.
Hey, WTMJ's John Mercure here. It's almost time for the world's greatest aviation celebration. Don't miss out on EAA AirVenture Oshkosh, happening July 24th through the 30th, with world-class daily air shows, thrilling aerobatics, and 2 night air shows. Some of the best fireworks in the area. Unique aircraft will be on display and events for the whole family to enjoy. Join EAA for a week of unforgettable moments and to immerse yourself in the world of flight. Visit EAA.org for more information or to purchase your tickets today. I love it. It's EAA.
Okay, so inventory, then suppliers, then staffing plan, overhead, and bookkeeping. Or suppliers first, then bookkeeping, inventory, overhead.
Running a small business can be full of distractions. U.S. Cellular wants to give small business owners one less thing to think about. 3 months of free service with 10 gigabytes of mobile hotspot data.
Oh, that's nice.
Join the network that allows you and your business to focus on what really matters. Get 3 months of free service with 10 gigabytes of mobile hotspot data. U.S. Cellular. Built for business, built for us. Terms and conditions apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
Staples stores provide innovative products and services for small business, remote workers and learners, even teachers and parents. Explore more at your local Staples store.
Find furniture for life from Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield, Greenfield, or downtown Milwaukee.
Time for an update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All Sports Desk. Here's Brandon Snide.
The Milwaukee Brewers are back in action tonight following their sweep of the Reds as they will begin a 3-game set in Philadelphia. Our coverage will get underway right here on WTMJ beginning at 5 p.m. with Julio Teheran expected to get the start for the Brew Crew. The Cleveland Cavaliers won the NBA 2K24 Summer League Championship on Monday night with the 99-78 win over the Houston Rockets. The Bucks, on the other hand, they finished with 2 wins and 3 losses. And lastly, more bad injury news for the Brewers. Starting pitcher Wade Miley has been placed on the 15-day injured list. That is retroactive to July 14th, with what the team has listed as left elbow discomfort.
It's time for Extra Points, a sports opinion commentary on Wisconsin's morning news. Here's Brendan Snide.
If you could write up the perfect script to begin the second half for our Milwaukee Brewers, their first 3 games following the All-Star break are exactly how you would want to start it. 3 straight wins against not only a division foe, but against a team who at one point was leading the division by 3 games. This litmus test unfortunately didn't end in Cincinnati, though. The Brewers still have to see the Phillies, which begins tonight. The Braves, the league's best team, a total of 6 times in the next 2 weeks, and they still need to see more of those Cincinnati Reds to round out just the month of July. Regardless, though, of what is to come, this Brewers team has mostly defied all odds. They survived countless injuries, slumps at the plate, bad luck, and most of all, passing tough tests. Like, let's say, the 17 games in 17 days, where they came out winning 11 of them. They currently sit with a 2-game lead in the division and 10 games over 500, and I'm still determining, as great as other teams have been in Milwaukee, if there's a better time to go all in at the trade deadline than now. Outside of Atlanta, who scares you the most, Brewers fans? The Dodgers? Certainly not me. The Marlins? Not at all. This Brewers team has yet to be healthy and still a top 5 team within the National League. With their pitching, how great Craig Counsell is and how well he manages, and the ability to win in different ways, which the Brewers have proven, there may not be a better time for Mark to go all in for the Brewers than the present.
Be our eyes on the road. See something out there that I should know about?
Hello, reporting an accident on 43.
Call me, Debbie Lazaga, at the HallMazda.com traffic tip line at 414-238-9329.
Hey, Debbie, this is Al calling. Southbound 894 is backed up all the way to Beloit Road.
The drive affects you. Why not be part of it?
Hi, Debbie, it's Mark. There's an incident on the left shoulder, and it's a parking lot.
Give me a call, 414-238-9329.
Vince Vitrano here for Johnson & Sons Paving. Do you think I should go up and knock on that door, E?
The place with the brand new asphalt?
So I drove by this house that's on sort of the more rural side of Greendale where I live, and they've got a brand new, beautiful driveway, asphalt paved all the way up because it's a long stretch.
Absolutely.
I'm driving by that, and they got Johnson & Sons Paving sign right out in front.
Introduce yourself.
So I want to go. I want to find out, like, hey, did you get this because Vinny told you? Huh?
You're not a Johnson. That's what they'll tell you.
That's right. You know Johnson. If you got a project at your home or perhaps for your business, maybe you got a parking lot at your small business that needs attention and work, you can fix it up or rebuild the whole thing with Johnson & Sons Paving. Quality, family-owned, local company. You can trust them because they do everything in-house. They will help you design your project to your specific specifications. They mix their own asphalt. A lot of Johnsons over there, no subcontractors. When you hire Johnson & Sons, you get them every step of the way. A one-stop shop for projects of any size, residential and commercial. JohnsonandSonsPaving.com.
Hi, this is John Neal, CPA, best-selling author and founder of the Neal Group, with over 40 years of experience helping businesses make money and keep it. 2023 is in full swing. How are you doing? Do you have money in the bank, or are you just getting by? Doing the same old and expecting different results? We help you look at your numbers and understand what they mean so you can make better business decisions. How would you like an extra $10,000 or $100,000 in your bank account? I thought you might. Using tried and true strategies, we have helped countless businesses increase their profits and lower stress. Our Neal deal guarantees you will increase your profits or you don't pay us. Really. If you want to get started on the road to making more money and having less stress, visit nealgroup.net right now. That's NEAL group.net. The first meeting is free to see if we can help you put more money in your pocket. Again, that's nealgroup.net.
The very best blueberries by the case at Sendix. 5-pound boxes are just $20. Order yours today at sendix.com/blueberry. Sendix, your trusted local grocer.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Traffic is sponsored by Sendix Food Market, your trusted local grocer since 1926. Adam Roberts watching the roads for us this morning.
Yeah, Vince, and we're starting to see some typical volume starting to build on 41 in both directions between the zoo and looks like about North Avenue as you head through the construction zone. A little slow in both directions there. Also 43 southbound, just south of Keefe, heading towards the Marquette, starting to slow down a little bit as well. Rest of the system, though, is still looking pretty good. Looking over the map, still see no incidents to report, which is always good news. I'm Adam Roberts with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
WTMJ's 5-day forecast sponsored by Dave Dre Camp Heating, where your comfort is their family's tradition. Nice one today, mostly sunny and a high of 78 degrees. Mainly clear skies tonight. Low temperatures dipping down to the upper 50s to low 60s. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Chance of some PM storms. That means afternoon and into the evening, and then that chance lingers into Thursday with a high of 83. Friday's high, 80 degrees under mostly sunny skies. Mostly sunny on Saturday, high of 81. Right now at 62 in Milwaukee. .653 on Wisconsin's Morning News. Two-time Sports Writer of the Year for the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. Lori Nickel is with us live this morning. Morning, Lori.
Good morning.
Hey, can I ask you a quick iPhone question first? Are you iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Okay, did you know what model you're on?
No idea. The late 12?
Yeah, 12, 13, somewhere around there. Okay, we got it.
Yeah.
Lori, a different Lori is texting in this morning. She said, any of you switch from the iPhone with the home button to the new iPhone? I'm having a minor breakdown. I told her she was going to be okay, but it is a switch.
It takes a minute.
Really? I don't know. I'm about to get a new phone, so tell me what to do and what not to do.
Still in the market for another iPhone?
Yeah, for sure, because all the videos and camera stuff that I do for work, I need the best cameras, yeah.
Hey, so you were just part of a big triathlon, weren't you?
Yeah, the Door County Triathlon was this weekend, and it was voted by readers in USA Today as the #1 triathlon in the entire country, which I just realized this weekend. And it's 2 different distances. One is the sprint distance, and then which is what I did on a relay team, and then the other one is the half Ironman distance. So if you see people's cars and the sticker on the back that says 70.3, that's for that distance. That's how many miles they go. So wow. 2 very different races, racing all weekend long, wildfire haze, heat, humidity, choppy waves. It was I've never done it before, and it was an experience, I'll tell you that.
How did you pick which event you did? Did you draw straws?
No, I'm part of a team. There's an amateur racing team here in Wisconsin called Tri-Babes Wisconsin. And I decided, since they go every year, I jumped on a relay. I said, hey, can somebody swim for me? Because I don't want to die yet. And I'm a terrible,
Okay. Good start.
terrible swimmer. Yeah, I've absolutely ruined past triathlons when I swam. So somebody swam for me, a teammate, Kareen, and then I did the bike and the run. And that was a challenge for sure. And, you know, I had COVID twice in March and April, so this was a way for me to get back in 2.5 months. And the course is beautiful, but it's very challenging. And so that's why I picked it. It was like, okay, teammates are going. It's a beautiful course, and let's see if I can get healthy again.
Whereabouts in Door County? Like, is that Sister Bay or?
It's Egg Harbor. So, yeah.
A little
and
south
it's-
of there then. South of Sister
right,
Bay, right?
And going all along Green Bay, the waterfront, down to Sturgeon Bay, and then traversing back up. And so if you were around that area, like the whole run course goes through Egg Harbor. I volunteered with my husband on Sunday to be a course volunteer, a race crew person for the half iron. And so I was right in Egg Harbor in the parking lot, directing traffic and keeping boaters and drivers from hitting my runners. So it was both days. It was very intense, a lot of work, but all of that Egg Harbor was taken over by about 1,200 athletes on over the weekend.
Well done. Hey, speaking of not wanting to die yet, Vince posed a very interesting question.
Okay, you want to get into it? Let's go.
Vince said,
Fine.
would you rather win the lottery? The Powerball is almost $1 billion, or it will be by the time the next jackpot is, because no one won last night. Would you rather win that and lose the last 10 years of your life? Or
no way.
Yeah,
See, I
no,
said no way.
here's the offer. The offer is, okay, you win the lottery, you win the Powerball, it's $500 million, but we're going to shave 10 years off your life. Take it or leave it.
No way. No, pass. Hard pass.
I'm with
Not
you.
even thinking about it.
I'm with you,
No
Lori.
way.
Pass.
What do you
Vince
need all
says
that money for?
Take it. Kids are set forever, generations taken care of, the infinite amount of good you could do, start the
But
foundation,
you don't
do
know
all the
when
things.
you don't know when your 10 years starts. I mean, how do you know you're
Fair
gonna,
enough.
You may not make it to 100.
Right, and you can do so much in those 10 years if you want to do good for other people. You don't need all that money. And every story I've ever read, people's lives are ruined after they get that because they have to hire lawyers and bodyguards. And who wants to live like that? No way. Mm-mm.
Well,
Not
I do.
even close.
You're definitely onto something there, Lori. I think the exact right amount of lottery winnings is like a couple $100,000, right? So you're not
right.
You're not worried about anything, but that's not even really quite quit your job money, depending on where you are. You know, like you still are largely normal, but no more worries, right?
Yeah.
No, more money, more worries. Nope, it's the opposite. I think it's all. I wouldn't trade any of that. Nope, not at all. No lottery winning. I'm going to keep my money and not even buy a $5 ticket. Sorry.
And your 10 years.
Lori Nick with
Right,
us
yeah.
every Tuesday morning at 10 to 7.
Thank you,
Thanks, Lori. Have a good one.
You too. See you guys.
Business headlines are coming up next. They're brought to you by the Milwaukee Business Journal's Teddy Nichol.
A Milwaukee developer has purchased his second vacant building on North King Drive and plans to use it for a grocery store, event space, or another new business. It's at the corner of King Drive and Chambers Street, across from a redevelopment that includes a new public library branch. Milwaukee Mitchell International Airport in May was around 100,000 passengers short of its pre-pandemic passenger levels, but its May passenger numbers were up compared with last year. Southwest Airlines remains the airport's top airline carrier, followed by Delta. Johnson Controls International has acquired a North Carolina software firm for $455 million. It says the acquisition of FM Systems in Raleigh will complement its building automation services unit with cloud-based software as a service digital workplace capabilities. I'm Teddy Nichol with MilwaukeeBusinessJournal.com on News Radio WTMJ.
Hey, Eric Bilstead with WTMJ. Do you know the type of roofing company that I trust? One that would gladly tell me that I don't really need to replace my roof. I just need a roof tune-up. Tri-County Contracting does that. Tri-County Contracting offers roof tune-ups that include roof inspection, refastening, replacing some missing shingles. Is it affordable? Yes. Trust Tri-County Contracting's roof tune-up. Trust 45 years in Wisconsin. Visit TriCountyContractingWI.com.
St. Vincent de Paul Thrift Stores has once again been voted the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's Best in Thrift. So to all our loyal customers who voted for us, thank you. And to all who haven't been here yet, we know we have a treasure or two that will intrigue you. And at thrift store prices, you know you're going to get a great deal. And at the same time, you'll be helping us help others. St. Vincent de Paul Thrift Stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield and 23rd and Lincoln in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
This could be the start of a break-in.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Or the end of one. Introducing 24/7 Lifeguard Protection, only from Simply Safe. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Are you tired of being tired? Go to adventknows.com.
Your locally owned hometown station gives you the news and what it means to you. Wisconsin's radio station, News Radio 620, WTMJ, Milwaukee.
7:01, I'm Vince Vitrano. This is Wisconsin's Morning News. It's Tuesday, July 18th. Our top story sneaking up on a lot of folks, but it is an election day.
I'm Eric Bilstead. So where's the sinkhole?
I'm Brandon Snide. Why one current Packer is happy to be getting overlooked.
I'm Adam Roberts, and we're starting to see a little bit more volume now on 41 northbound, just north of the zoo as you go past the Freighter campus. Looking a little slow headed to Watertown Plank Road. It's actually kind of a slog, adding a few extra minutes as you head north towards Highway Q. The other slow spot right now, 43 southbound through the construction zone. Actually, both directions, it's a little bit slow. Not seeing too much impact on your travel times there, however. I'm Adam Roberts with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
Mostly sunny and a high of 78 degrees in your Storm Team forecast. Low temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s tonight under mainly clear skies. Right now it's 62 in Milwaukee. And from the WTMJ Breaking News Center, Decision, Wisconsin. It's election day for a small number of Wisconsinites. Voters north of Milwaukee will be headed to the polls for a special.
It's in the 24th Assembly District, the election being held to fill the seat previously held by Dan Knodl, who won election to the Wisconsin State Senate in another special election earlier this year. Voters in parts of Ozaukee, Washington, and Waukesha counties will head to the polls to elect either Republican Paul Melitik or Democrat Bob Tatterson to the Assembly. The 24th District used to include parts of Milwaukee County, but that has changed since redistricting in 2022. You can check if you're a resident of the district on the Wisconsin Legislature website. Wyatt Barmore Pooley, WTMJ News.
Lawyers for both sides in former President Donald Trump's classified documents case are going to be in Miami federal court for a pretrial conference. More from CBS correspondent Scott McFarland.
This is the first in-person pretrial hearing before the judge who'll be handling the bulk of this historic case. A Trump appointee from 2020, Judge Eileen Cannon in Fort Pierce, Florida. They're set to discuss some of the classified information procedures for handling the records in the case, but the judge has also told them be ready to discuss the schedule and possible trial date.
Back here at home, very tough story to talk about this morning. A Milwaukee couple facing child neglect charges. Two of their children were found naked and filthy near 71st and Dixon. This was back in the middle of the month. Neighbor Rick Etter tells TMJ4's Sean Gallagher what he saw when he spotted the children in the street.
We thought they were wearing costumes at first, because the hair was so long, it looked like it was they were wearing wigs. And when I get a closer look at them, looked at my wife, I says, them are not costumes. because we saw a bunch of red marks on them, and they had no clothes.
34-year-old Katie Koch and her boyfriend, 38-year-old Joel Mankey, now face a total of 10 felony charges. They're accused of chronic neglect of a child and false imprisonment.
Sinkhole along the Hank Aaron Trail has taken some cyclists and hikers by surprise. The trail closed near 89th and 76th Streets in that stretch there. The DNR says the sinkhole formed due to recent rainfall and that the hole extends multiple feet below the paved surface. Not sure how long that's going to take to repair.
Coming up, maybe the dingo ate your baby. Siding Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 7:05.
This report sponsored by Pella of Wisconsin. Discover Pella now, pay later at PellaWI.com.
Ugh, your lunch is still in here from the last day of school? Ugh, everything is rotted.
Let's make our windows.
Ugh, did you learn that from Mom?
Yeah.
Well, you make a great point. Tell you what, let's clean out your backpack and then we'll...
Kajina from Pella.
Precisely.
Well, we can't stop the discovery of those rotting surprises you often find at the bottom of your kid's school backpack. Pella's limited lifetime warranty on wood windows and doors makes it so that you'll never have to worry about rotting windows again. Right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, make payments as low as $35 per window and $78 per patio door. Experience Pella's nearly endless possibilities for maximum design flexibility, featuring dramatic sizes, custom colors, finishes, and more. With Pella's limited lifetime warranty and payments as low as $35 per month per window, $78 per door, there's no reason to wait. Visit PellaWI.com today.
R&R Insurance does an exceptional job providing employee benefits to all of us here at Good Karma Brands. And about this time of year, companies start planning for fall open enrollment. Here's Jeff Salasinski, VP of Insurance Operations at R&R Insurance.
Hi, Vince. The demand for talent continues to be challenging. Is your business using benchmarking and analytics to attract and retain the best employees? Managing costs to make it affordable for your employees and wellness programs in support of a healthy lifestyle are just two of the ways R&R Insurance clients utilize benchmarking to design competitive and affordable benefits packages for their employees. If you're not using your company's data and trends to be more competitive in today's market, you could be missing out on acquiring the talent your organization needs.
So, Jeff, what's the solution?
At R&R, our in-house analytic experts serve as an extension of your team. We can quickly assess if your plan is functioning in the way it was designed, and if it is not, we can suggest modifications. At R&R Insurance, we know employee benefits.
That's Jeff from R&R Insurance. Thanks for the great info, Jeff.
Roofing and exterior work are really tough jobs, and at Semper Fi, we're proud of our people. And when you work with great people, you deliver great results.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry. Semper Fi.
Siding Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 7:07.
Brewers coming off the off day and a sweep of the Reds back at it tonight in Philly. Brandon Snyder, sports at 7:15.
In Kenosha County, Highway 50 has been under construction for the last 2 years. Governor Evers celebrated the conclusion of that construction Monday. In those 2 years, 4 miles of Highway 50 from Kenosha to Pleasant Prairie has been under construction. The goal of the project has been to improve access to hospitals and ease traffic in a dense area there. Also adjusted traffic signals and access routes to residential areas.
Custodian for the Kenosha Unified School District arrested after prosecutors say he led deputies on a pursuit. Also accused of stalking his ex-girlfriend. Kenosha police say the woman saw 47-year-old Octavius Leverson's car parked outside of her work when she got out. She told authorities Leverson was stalking her. He is charged now with 8 counts, including felony count of stalking.
Beware of the dingo. Park rangers in Australia warning people to pay attention to dingo warning signs. This after a pack of the native dogs attacked a woman who was jogging in Queensland. One of the wildlife senior rangers there, Linda Barendorf, says if there were dingo warning signs, don't venture out alone.
Dingoes are naturally very curious, so it's actually up to people to make sure that they don't put themselves into compromising situations. That's keeping to those Be Dingo Safe messages that are put out there, like don't deliberately feed dingoes, don't leave food available, stay within arm reach of your children, don't run or jog.
So a couple of notes there if you happen to be in Australia for...
Heed the dingo warnings. You know what that line was from, that reference?
Oh, Seinfeld, of course.
Remember Elaine was talking to that lady and she goes, my fiancé, I have lost my fiancé, the poor baby. Maybe the dingo ate your baby. 7:09. I'm Wisconsin's Morning News. News sponsored by Kowal Investment Group, the retirement specialist. Retire well with Kowal.
A strong retirement plan should go beyond investments and savings.
Hi, I'm Jeff Kowal, founder of Kowal Investment Group, the retirement specialist. We know that you have sacrificed to build the life for the ones you love. Now let us help you prepare to get the most out of your lifetime of hard work for both you and your family. For over 35 years, our team of nationally recognized fiduciary advisors have helped clients manage and preserve their wealth. Our focus on retirement gives you the experience you need to preserve your principal, grow your retirement income, and pass it on to your heirs or donate to the causes you care about most. When you have $750,000 or more in retirement assets, you know that every decision matters in your path to retirement. Now is the time to make one more smart decision. Call Kowal Investment Group today at 262-522-4040. That's 262-522-4040. Or visit thekowalway.com to schedule your complimentary, no obligation retirement review.
Kowal Investment Group is a registered investment advisor.
Traffic is brought to you by Crest Cadillac. Find them at crestcadillac.com. Crest Cadillac of Brookfield, located on Capitol Drive, just west of Interstate 41. Discover Crest Cadillac at crestcadillac.com.
Checking in with Adam Roberts, who's watching the roads for us this morning.
Yeah, Vince, just still a couple of slow spots. No accidents to report. 41 northbound is a little bit slow as you head towards Watertown Plank Road north of the zoo. Also, the construction zone on 43, both north and southbound, is a little bit slow going as well. Just adding a couple extra minutes to your commute. Also keeping an eye on some volume forming in the Rock interchange as well. I'm Adam Roberts with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
The WTMJ 5-day forecast for today, mostly sunny, high temperatures topping out in the upper 70s. Hold on to a mainly clear sky overnight as lows dip back into the upper 50s and low 60s. We start off with lots of sunshine for Wednesday, gradually increase those clouds throughout the afternoon and evening, and we'll look for maybe a few scattered showers overnight into Thursday. High temperatures in the low 80s. By Thursday, chance of showers and storms, partly sunny with a high of 83, and full sunshine returns for Friday and Saturday, highs in the low 80s. I'm meteorologist Brendan Johnson with the Storm Team forecast on WTMJ.
Milwaukee temp at 64 degrees.
Live from the Annex Wealth Management Studios at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee, this is Wisconsin's Morning News. Here's your host, Vince Vitrano.
Coming up on 7:12 here this Tuesday morning, Brandon Snide back. Took a day to recover from the Harley-Davidson festivities. Big-time rider.
Should have taken about 5
days. Need a couple more?
To recover.
Dude, you were sunburnt.
I was dead yesterday. I'm so glad I took yesterday off. I woke up, it was 9 o'clock in the morning. I thought I just went to bed. It was a rough day yesterday.
Well done, though. Every day you went to a different place. I mean, where all did you hit?
Yeah, started on Wednesday. Was over at House of Harley. Thursday was at Wisconsin Harley Davidson, proud partner here at WTMJ. Went over there, and they have their lot, their land, so much room. It's like miles of vendors.
Which one is Wisconsin? Is that Oconomowoc?
Yeah, miles of vendors. House of Harley on 60th and Layton. I was there. They owned Layton. For Wednesday through Sunday, they had from about 60th, where that Speedway is, to Best Buy, of bikes and vendors. So I was down there at the museum, which was fantastic. They had some of the bikes from the museum outside. Then they had local builders who entered into the bike show, and brought their bikes in and were remarkable. Cool. Yeah, and it was loaded, up and down the sidewalk with motorcycles and just people from literally all over the world. When I ran into somebody from Milwaukee or from the southeastern part of Wisconsin, I was shocked because everybody else that I was running into was from somewhere else outside of Wisconsin.
How far?
I shared Culver's with people from Belgium.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You shared fries?
They were amazed at cheese curds. They love the cheese curds.
Did you meet them and say hey, we got to head over to Culver's?
I took a picture. I wanted to see, they were wearing the vests, the leather vests, so I could see where they were from, and it said Belgium, and I had to ask them, about the cheese curds and what they thought. A guy from Los Angeles was amazed. He says he travels the I-5 out there all the time. Amazed at how many people allowed him to merge into traffic.
Awesome. I love that.
Without causing a problem. I parked next to a group from Denmark, Colombia, Chile, Venezuela, Vietnam. I mean, literally all over. You name it, all over. I mean, it was one of the best weekends I've ever had. It was remarkable. I was talking to you guys during the break. Where I was downtown, Brady Street Museum. You heard a couple of the dealerships. Zero issues, zero fights, zero arguments. Cops were doing TikToks with bikers. Bikers were doing donuts in the middle of Brady Street after the Foo Fighters concert. It was amazing, and it was great. You know, like riding around, you're proud of your motorcycle. I drive a Harley, but you're proud, for me at least. I'm from Milwaukee, and I had a sense of pride this weekend that I haven't had in quite some time. And we talk about the issues we have here in this city all the time. You guys nail them, you know, Monday through Friday. But a lot of good things are also happening. A lot of small businesses are incredible, doing great things. And for 4 days, Milwaukee was the focus of the world with the Harley-Davidson 120th celebration. And it was amazing to be a part of.
Put on a good show, didn't we? Sports is sponsored by Holiday Automotive at Highway 23 in Fond du Lac. Holiday Automotive, it's worth the trip, and it's next.
Hey, Wisconsin, Greg Matzik here for Holiday Mazda in Fond du Lac. Hey, go where summer leads you and drive inspired in the new Mazda car or crossover or Mazda certified pre-owned model that's right for you. The Season of Discovery sales event is where to gear up for your journey. Get more Mazda for your money, more for your trade, while you experience Team Holiday's award-winning guest care and simplified buying approach. It's the stuff that makes fans out of drivers from all over Wisconsin, and I'm one of them. Explore all that's new, including the first ever Mazda CX-90, and treat yourself to a test drive at Wisconsin's #1 Mazda dealer. It's #1 Mazda certified pre-owned dealer and the Badger State's only recipient of the prestigious Mazda President's Club Award, recognizing excellence. Accolades are per Mazda North American Operations Performance and Zone Sales Records for 2022. Find yours and discover the difference during the Season of Discovery sales event at Holiday Mazda, Highway 41 and 23 in Fond du Lac, and online at holidaymazda.com. It's worth the trip.
Annex Wealth Management, investment, retirement, tax, and estate planning from a fee-only fiduciary. Forget commission sales pitches and financial products you don't need. Know the difference. Annex provides elite, comprehensive financial planning customized to who you are and what you need. AnnexWealth.com.
Time for an update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All Sports Desk. Here's Brandon Snide.
After sweeping the Cincinnati Reds to begin their second half of the season, the first-place Milwaukee Brewers will face another tough test that begins tonight as they travel out to Philadelphia to take on the Phillies to begin a 3-game set. Our coverage will begin right here on WTMJ beginning at 5:05. Julio Teheran is expected to get the start for the Brew Crew. More injury news for the Brewers, though. Speaking of starting pitchers, Wade Miley has been placed on the 15-day injured list. That's retroactive to July 14th, with what the team has listed as left elbow discomfort. Over to the NBA, where things will certainly look a bit different in Green Bay. Could other teams within the league be overlooking the Packers with first-year starter Jordan Love under center?
Yeah, 100%, but that's cool. I like it that way. You know, this has been one of the first off seasons where, you know, we ain't really been getting the credit, getting the love. You know, everybody says Aaron that determines the factor whether we win or lose. So, you know, we love it, man. We gonna embrace it, and when it come week one, and you know when the season get here, you know we'll see how everything stack up.
That's Packers All-Pro defensive tackle Kenny Clark, who joined CBS Sports Radio earlier. The Packers will set out to prove folks wrong when they kick things off in Green Bay beginning on July 26th. And lastly, over to the NBA, where Isaiah Mobley scored 28 points and the Cleveland Cavaliers captured the NBA's 2K24 Summer League Championship with the 99-78 victory Monday night over the Houston Rockets. The Bucks, on the other hand, finished the summer action with just 2 wins and 3 losses.
Coming up, we'll check in with Storm Team 4 meteorologist Brian Niznansky. Another huge weekend ahead and nary a drop of rain. This is next on Wisconsin's Morning News.
Couldn't make it to the game?
Here, try this.
If you live in Milwaukee, Racine, Waukesha, Ozaki, or Washington County,
Get up! Get up! Get out of here and go!
you can stream Bob Uecker and the Brewers on your phone, tablet, or computer.
Struck him out looking.
Using the WTMJ app or at WTMJ.com.
A little different from when you played, Ueck. Yeah, those big old payphones we had. Ah, man.
Vince Vitrano here for LAK Group. Eric, I've asked you this a million times, but I know you've been part of the management process. Worst thing you got to do as a manager?
Terminate somebody.
Yeah, let somebody go. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's not even somebody that you want to let go. It's just, hey, we're downsizing or things are happening.
Yeah, it's awful.
Good people. Well, don't go through that alone at your business. LAK Group can help you. Downsizing, just an unfortunate reality in the corporate world. There's a right way and a wrong way to go about it, and LAK Group can help. acting as your company's partner during outplacement. They can help you turn what's an unfortunate time for employees into one of opportunity. They help those affected find a new path and then offer valuable guidance, turning an end into a beginning for your valued people. Discover how LAK can help you with outplacement services at transformingcareers.com. LAK Group. Discover your human advantage.
Accident Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLSConsumerAccess.org, number 255368. This is Chief Home Buying Strategist Brian Wickert. A lot of home shoppers just go with their bank when it comes to getting their pre-approval and financing their new home. That's exactly what Jordan and Michelle did, and it wasn't until after they wrote their 5th losing offer that they took their agent's advice and called Accunet for a rock-solid guaranteed pre-approval and offer strategy consultation. Every time you write an offer and lose, it's an emotional punch to the gut because you've already imagined having Thanksgiving dinner at that house. We're helping home shoppers and their agents write stronger, more convincing offers every day with powerful tools and strategies that really work. If you don't mind writing 5 losing offers, go ahead and get a flimsy generic pre-approval from your bank or credit union. But if you want the best shot at writing an offer that gets accepted, get a rock-solid guaranteed pre-approval from Accunet, and I'll personally join in on your offer strategy consultation like I did for Jordan and Michelle, whose very next offer was a winner. All you got to do to get started is click on the blue button today at accunet.com.
Traffic is sponsored by Harwood Place Senior Living. Learn more about Harwood Place Retirement Living's newly renovated apartments and updated pricing options. Visit harwoodplace.org or call to schedule a tour.
Adam Roberts is watching the roads. Debbie's off today. What do you see, Adam?
Well, Vince, right now I see a bit of a slowdown on 43 as everyone heads through the construction zone. Northbound, southbound, doesn't matter. You'll be slowing down, making your commute just a few extra minutes. It's not a major delay, but especially as you head around Capitol Drive or head north around Center Street, you'll really start to see those slowdowns pile up. And like I said, add a few minutes to your commute. Otherwise, we're looking really good for a Tuesday morning. Just a little bit of a slowdown still on 41 northbound, just above the Zoo interchange as you head towards Watertown Plank Road. You'll slow a bit as you head through that construction zone. I'm Adam Roberts with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
Storm team forecast, high of 78 degrees today under mostly sunny skies and mainly clear tonight. Lakeside low down to 63, 58 degrees for your low temp inland. Right now, 65 degrees in Milwaukee. At 7:22 on this Tuesday morning, Wisconsin's Morning News. We're joined now by Chief Meteorologist, TMJ4, Brian Niznansky. Boy, Niz, it looked like some of the Harley-Davidson festivities were in for trouble over the weekend.
Yeah.
And then once again, you were on top of that line. And I remember you saying, I was following online with everything that you were talking about. And you're like, hey, might be okay here. This is starting to fizzle.
Yeah, things did earlier that afternoon looked like, man, this possibly could be, our first really big, slobber knocker of a line of storms that move through, where everybody sees some severe weather. And to be honest, I couldn't have been more happier to have a bust. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where there are times where obviously I don't want severe weather anytime, but obviously from a professional standpoint, you not only do storms get you excited, but you want to be, you want things to pan out. But then, yeah, you're right. Later on in the evening, I started watching it and portions of southwestern Wisconsin, and it was just really struggling to hold together. And then some storms really charged up to our south that ended up plowing through Chicago, and that stole all the energy. And that was it. I mean, we had a little bit of lightning on the horizon, which actually added some ambiance to the Green Day concert. And that was it, and some sprinkles. But yeah, overall, it was fantastic. It was great to see it because there was a while there with the timing and everything. I'm like, they're not gonna have this show.
On the front end here, Niz, of another huge weekend, we got the Milwaukee Air and Water Show, so you're going to have the fighter jets buzzing around here midweek, and then the show. There's a practice round on Friday, then Saturday, Sunday for the actual show. What do you see there? I mean, the only rain I'm seeing in Brendan's forecast this morning, he's got maybe Wednesday night and into Thursday with a chance.
Yeah, that's about it. It looks like another dry pattern setting up, and Wednesday night into Thursday is not a guarantee by any means either. It's that time of year where this stuff really needs to feed off of daytime heating. You need that lift. So this stuff that comes in late at night and in the morning tends to fall apart. We've all seen, how many times have we seen that work in the morning show, Vinny, where we're staring down a line of storms that's been going through, western Wisconsin, Minnesota all night long, and then by the time it gets to us in the morning, it dies out. That could very well end up being the case. So don't get your hopes up if you're hoping for rain. But on the flip side, as far as the outdoor plans go, it's looking really good.
Niz, we've been arguing this morning, and I bet you can guess which side Vince falls on this. So the Powerball, the Powerball's at almost $1 billion. No winner last night. Vince says, he asked this question: would you take the jackpot if you knew it meant losing 10 years of the back end of your life? So I want you to guess which way he went, and then you got to tell us where you'd go with this.
I think Vinny took the jackpot.
You bet he did. What else do I have to offer?
Yeah, exactly.
We set up the family.
Gosh, okay, so...
And you don't know when you're going to go.
That's true. You could live to be 100, and then you're like, all right, 90 years old with all that cash.
Right.
It's a long life.
Do we get super morbid and figure out, do we have a cause of death, or we just don't know that?
I don't care. Go ahead. I don't care. Do your worst.
Yeah. You know what? I'm taking the money because I'm going to live some really, really awesome, shortened life. That's for sure.
Wow.
What do you? Obviously, Eric, you got a lot more roles. You're a lot more grounded.
Eric thinks he's so valuable to humanity that he needs to stick around for another 20 years with all that he has to offer.
Yes, clearly. No, I don't need money to be happy. I'd rather spend more years with my family and on this planet than have $500 million. Ooh.
You're like, I feel the two different, one on my shoulder. You're on my left shoulder, right shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that now. As an average middle-aged guy, I do enjoy my life. So you know what? That does sound pretty good too.
Eric said it means that I just don't really want to be here anyway. Like in this world.
This is an interesting conversation. You want to be there 10 years longer for your kids, I guess.
Yeah.
But then your kids are going to be super rich too, because that's a lot of money.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
So you're doing them a favor.
They cash out on their old man for sure. If I put it up to a vote, they'll take the money too.
Yeah. That's a great debate. I could go on forever on this one.
All right, well, we're out of time. So thanks, Niz. Appreciate you,
guys
bud.
have a good one, man.
See you, buddy.
727 on Wisconsin's Morning News. News about your money this morning. WTMJ Annex Wealth Management Market Update. Dow Jones Industrial Average up about 76 points in trading on Monday to 34,585. NASDAQ was up nearly 1% to 14,245. And the S&P 500 up about 17 points, closed at 4523. For a deeper dive on the markets, listen to the Annex Wealth Management SWAT podcast wherever you find your favorite podcasts.
Don't give in to that constant joint pain. Take control. Take back your quality of life today with help from QC Kinetics. Hey, it's Greg Matzik. QC Kinetics is helping people every day here in Milwaukee and across the country with their amazing non-surgical treatments that repair and restore damaged joint tissue. They use the latest advances in regenerative medicine, taking your own body's healing agents and concentrating them right in the area where you have the agonizing pain. It's incredible and a non-invasive approach that will help you take back control of your body, relieving the pain in knees, hips, shoulder, or back. No invasive surgery, no harmful drugs or steroids, and no downtime. Hey, summertime should be about having fun, making memories. Take control now and start living pain-free again. Call now for a free consultation with QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474.
Alabama, Roll On North America Tour, presented by Kenworth. August 3rd, 7:30 p.m. at the State Fair Main Stage, presented by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Special guest, Exile. Alabama, live. On sale now at wistatefair.com. Wisconsin State Fair, presented by U.S. Cellular.
If you're like me, you always like to add a little something new to the wardrobe. But when money's tight, it makes it harder. And that's why you shop at St. Vincent de Paul for a terrific selection of women's clothing at thrift store prices. Brand names, too, with a selection that's always up to date and looking great. You're going to find something cute at the right price, and you're going to love it. St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, and 23rd in Lincoln in Milwaukee.
Ooh, you're going to love it. St. Vincent de Paul.
Staples stores provide innovative products and services for small business, remote workers and learners, even teachers and parents. Explore more at your local Staples store.
Find furniture for life from Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield, Greenfield, or downtown Milwaukee.
Just a tick before 7:30, this is Wisconsin's Morning News. I'm Adam Roberts. Your top story today, filling Knodl's vacant seat. And here come the drivers, specifically on 43 southbound. We are now up to an 18-minute ride as you head through the construction zone. Still no incidents impacting things. It's just a lot of drivers trying to get through a pretty thin space. You'll also see some slowdowns as you head north on 43 as well. Right now we got 62 degrees and sunny skies in Milwaukee. It'll continue that way throughout the day with a high of 77. Overnight tonight, partly cloudy skies and a low dropping to around 61 degrees.
Dangerous and deadly weather across the country. On the East Coast, authorities still searching for 2 young children believed to have been swept away by floodwaters over the weekend. Canadian wildfire smoke also drifting across multiple states and into Washington, D.C., lowering air quality. And in the west and south, historic heat. Phoenix expected to see its 19th day of 110-degree plus temperatures today.
We knew it was going to be a hot year because of El Nino. We knew that we've reduced our aerosols greatly, which has allowed more heat in. It's great for human health, but does let us heat up more. And then we've emitted the CO2, the methane, those greenhouse gas emissions. We've changed the surface of our planet. Think about wild grasses versus a parking lot. So it's inevitable that we keep seeing the amplification of the natural warming of our planet because of our activities.
ABC News Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z. In Oregon, a major change in a serial killer investigation. Authorities say the deaths of 4 women whose bodies were found in 3 months in or near Portland are linked, and a person of interest is in custody, but so far no charges filed. I'm Derek Dennis, ABC News.
Siding Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 7:31. And from the WTMJ Breaking News Center, Decision, Wisconsin, it is Election Day for voters north of Milwaukee heading to the polls for a special election.
It's in the 24th Assembly District, the election being held to fill the seat previously held by Dan Knodl, who won election to the Wisconsin State Senate in another special election earlier this year. Voters in parts of Ozaukee, Washington, and Waukesha counties will head to the polls to elect either Republican Paul Melitic or Democrat Bob Tatterson to the Assembly. The 24th District used to include parts of Milwaukee County, but that has changed since redistricting in 2022. You can check if you're a resident of the district on the Wisconsin Legislature website. Wyatt Barmore Pooley, WTMJ News.
Looking ahead to 2024, that is shaping up to be a very interesting year in the political world.
The Republican primary field is already crowded. UW Milwaukee professor Mordecai Lee says a lot could change before the first debate here in Milwaukee.
I think there are going to be some people who might get eliminated, or they might be not on the debate stage, although they'll try to stay alive.
Professor Lee says the Republican race will go one of 2 ways.
This is going to be either the shootout at the OK Corral, or it's going to be gunslinger against gunslinger, because that's what it's going to come down to in terms of who becomes the nominee.
Jack Grau, WTMJ News.
A Milwaukee couple currently facing child neglect charges after their 2 children were found naked and filthy last week near 71st and Dixon. Neighbor Rick Ader tells TMJ4's Sean Gallagher what he saw when he and his wife spotted the kids in the street.
We thought they were wearing costumes at first, because the hair was so long, it looked like it was they were wearing wigs. And when I get a closer look at them, looked at my wife, I says, them are not costumes, because we saw a bunch of red marks on them, and they had no clothes.
Afterwards, police told 34-year-old Katie Koch they had to cut their children's hair because they were matted with feces. Koch and her boyfriend, 38-year-old Joel Mankey, are facing a total of 10 felony charges for chronic neglect of a child as well as false imprisonment. And a custodian for the Kenosha Unified School District was arrested after prosecutors say he led deputies on a pursuit after stalking his ex-girlfriend. Police say a woman saw 47-year-old Octavius Leverson's car parked outside of her work. She then told authorities Leverson was stalking her. When they approached the vehicle and asked Leverson to get out, he began to drive away, with the pursuit lasting over 8 miles and reaching speeds up to 110 miles per hour. Leverson is charged with 8 counts, including a felony count of stalking. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Adam Roberts, citing Unlimited WTMJ News Times 734.
Traffic is sponsored by TaybackAttorneys.com. Veterans benefits denied? Call Tayback for the payback.
Call Tayback for the payback. Tayback Law is the local veterans benefit claims law firm. They're now accepting Camp Lejeune claims. Call Tayback for the payback. TaybackAttorneys.com.
Coming up, a dire prediction on how long the Hollywood strike could last. That's next. News is sponsored by Griffin Ford, Griffin Chevy on Metro Auto Mall, and Griffin's Hub Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram.
This is Jim Griffin. Are you ready for an unforgettable summer? Start it off right with Griffin's sizzling service specials for $129.95. We got you covered whether you're a new or existing customer. We'll change your oil, ensuring your engine performs the best in the scorching summer heat. Our expert technicians will also inspect and rotate your tires, enhance their lifespan, and keep you safe and on the road. But that's not all. We'll check your battery and air filter, ensuring optimal power and clean airflow for a comfortable driving experience. Our expert team will give your vehicle a complete multi-point inspection, leaving no stones unturned. We'll make sure every system is in tip-top shape, giving you peace of mind on those long road trips. And guess what? We'll even take care of your AC to ensure it's blowing refreshing and cool air when you need it the most. Don't forget those wiper blades. We'll change them for you so you can maintain clear visibility during those summer showers and sudden downpours. Grab our sizzling summer specials for just $129.95 at any of our 5 Griffin dealerships.
The James Imaging Systems people, they're one reason why so many businesses choose to do business with James, like Brookfield GMC, controller Jay Doyle.
They're compatriots to the point where when I call, they act like they're your best friend.
Document imaging technology, managed print services, content management solutions, all supported by the James Imaging Systems people. People who are dedicated to helping your business do business better.
They do a great job. They're like it's one of your workers. They want to help.
Not tomorrow, not next week. Help when you need it. That's James Imaging Systems.
Yeah, they do a great job. They're there immediately, and it's a great feeling because I know they care.
James Imaging Systems.
I do love working with James Imaging. It's perfect.
Put the good people at James Imaging Systems to work for your business. Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local office technology partner.
Siding Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 7:37.
Brewers manager Craig Counsell, our guest on Brewers 360 at 7:45.
Hollywood's historic double strike is underway. We have the writers who had been striking. Now we have the actors striking. Apparently, they are light years away from any type of agreement.
You're talking about a 5 or 6 month strike. 2 of them.
5 or 6 month strike. That's entertainment attorney Jonathan Handel. He says this could go on well into next year.
I have a fear that there may be nothing in the current dynamic that will drive the parties back to the table until the Oscars.
Oh,
the Oscars, that's...
Yeah, next year. Streaming services and the residuals with that is one of the big issues. AI protection's another one of the big issues. Did you hear over the weekend? Libby Collins on Wisconsin's Weekend Morning News.
She and Matt went at it.
Matt Miller from On Milwaukee. Those two just firing on each other on this.
If you're saying AI is something that is coming for every industry, and now there is this group that is saying we are going to stand up against it, why are you fighting against them?
It's not that I'm fighting against them. I just find them insufferable. Okay? I really do. The whole idea of we are actors and therefore we're more important than anybody else and we're going to be on the picket line.
That.
Yeah, they are. Oh, come on, Matt.
They're not, Libby. They are trying to fight for a livable wage in one of the most profitable and American industries we've got.
But here's the thing. If they did not have huge egos, they never would have chosen this path for their careers to begin with.
Libby, this is ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Actually, this comment from Matt Miller, I got to play this. Pretty interesting comment because he's right on the money with this. Here's what he said about why Libby would support the CEOs of these studios versus the workers that are the writers and the actors.
You're on the side of the billionaires who don't do anything. Have you ever seen a movie because of Bob Iger? Have you ever seen a movie because of David Zaslav? I can answer that question for you. It's absolutely not.
Fair enough. We talked about this. Not everybody here is Matt Damon.
Right, yes.
Not everybody here is, the superstars.
A lot of the actors have other jobs.
Talking about, bit parts here and there, trying
Right.
to make it right. And they're in this same group as well. Sure, the biggest stars, they're going to be fine.
Meryl Streep doesn't have any problems. It's the other ones.
And also, I'm concerned about me. What about my shows?
Right.
What about my movies?
Could be Oscar time
That's
before
right.
we get
We're
there.
the victim here. News is brought to you by Steinhoffels. Visit them at steinhoffels.com.
Shop Steinhoffel's Beauty Rest Black Mattresses. Queen start at just $49 per month when you use Steinhoffel's special 72-month financing. Plus, you get $300 in Steinhoffel's cash. Steinhoffel's is your sleep solution destination. Steinhoffel's Furniture and Mattress Superstores has something for everyone. Shop great deals on quality living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture, mattresses, and more. Plus, you can use Steinhoffel's special financing. Relax and start your shopping on steinhoffels.com today.
Do you check your savings account and wonder if you're even saving at all? At Town Bank, we view banking differently and actually want to see your savings grow. With our amazing new CD rates, you can now earn even more, so you can sit back and relax. Stop banking the same way, expecting different results, and start earning more. Go to townbank.us/locknewrates or visit a Town Bank branch nearest you today. Bank differently with Town Bank. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is John Neal, CPA, founder of Right Choice Tax Resolution and international best-selling author on how to have less stress with the IRS. The IRS is the most ruthless collection agency in the world. They just announced they will be ramping up collection activities now that the COVID crisis is over. They can seize your bank accounts, garnish your wages, and make your life miserable. My book tells you what you can do so you don't have to worry about them ever again. Don't bury your head in the sand and hope the problem will go away. It will only get worse unless you make the right choice and step up to get them off your back. We can help. We help reduce or eliminate penalties, negotiate payment plans, and represent you in tax audits. Make the right choice and go to rightchoicetax.us to book a call or meeting right now. We know you want to take the first step in getting the IRS off your back so you can live again. That's rightchoicetax.us.
The very best blueberries by the case at Sendix. 5-pound boxes are just $20. Order yours today at sendix.com/blueberry. Sendix, your trusted local grocer.
Traffic sponsored by Sendix Food Market, your trusted local grocer since 1926. Adam Roberts on traffic duty today.
Yep, Vince, and no incidents, but we're seeing a lot of red, specifically on 43 southbound as you head through the construction zone. And honestly, the slowdowns have extended well past that point. We've got slowdowns going all the way up to the Fox Point area. It's added an extra 11 minutes to your ride from Brown Deer to downtown. 22 minutes right now. And northbound still a little slow as well. A few extra minutes, about 14 to get in the opposite direction. Other slow spot, eastbound on 94. It's a bit of a slog around the zoo in general right now. Heading from the zoo to the Marquette is going to run you about an extra 4 minutes. We're looking at 10 there. And a bit of a tap on the brakes also on 894 from the Hale towards the airport. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts with your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
Mostly sunny skies and a high of 78 degrees today. Your forecast for tonight, low temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s, and right now at 65 in Milwaukee. I'm going to sign up for this just to find out what they're sending out. The WTMJ Insiders, Eric. Get the inside scoop on all things WTMJ by becoming a WTMJ Insider. We'll take your name and your email. That's all you got to do. It's free. And here's what you get. Early registration access for our contests and giveaways. Things like Jeff Wagner's Cream Puffapalooza. That's going right now.
There you go.
You can sign up for free, WTMJ.com, or text the word Insiders to the Old National Bank talk and text line, 855-616-1620. Early exclusive access to all things WTMJ. It is free. Become a WTMJ Insider today. We've got Brewers manager Craig Counsell. You told me he saw the Rowdy Tellez injury?
Yeah. He was on the field when it happened.
Got to ask him about
I don't know
Rowdy
how close he was
tearing
to
his
it.
hand off. No, that's not what happened. You said he tore his hand off. That's not what happened.
It's fractured a finger.
We'll ask the skipper about that next on Brewers 360.
Greg Manzik for Holiday Automotive in Fond du Lac, where the summer road trip sale continues. It's where to gear up, score enticing offers, and get more for your trade on a new Chevrolet, Buick, or GMC, or GM certified pre-owned model. Experience Team Holiday's award-winning guest care and simplified buying approach. It's the stuff that makes fans of drivers from all over Wisconsin, and I'm one of them. Find yours and discover the difference at Holiday, Highway 41 and 23 in Fond du Lac, and at holidaygm.com. It's worth the trip.
Vince Vitrano here for 911 Heating and Air. Boy, particularly when it gets super hot, if there's a problem with your AC unit, you want it taken care of right away. But you're worried, right? If you don't have an HVAC guy, you don't have somebody already, you start asking around with your friends, hey, do you know somebody? Because you want an honest person. You don't want to get ripped off. Don't call around asking for that referral. I got a guy for you right now. Guy I trust in the HVAC business, 911 Heating and Air. Alex Peterson is the owner of the company, and he might be the guy that comes out to service your unit. He can sell you a new AC unit, and he will guarantee his work, 10-year warranty on the new units if that's the way you want to go. I know this because one thing, Alex really likes with his work. He likes what he does. If you want to get him talking about saving your old AC unit. He says he can save any kind of unit, no matter how old, the right components, put the right stuff in, do the right work. He'll save your old AC unit, and that's exactly what a lot of people want to hear. Can you do work on mine? So any age unit, that'll include all new parts and service, 2-year ice-cold guarantee on that work, and all the pricing is listed on the website up front so you know what you're getting into. Got an honest guy in the heating and air business and a referral from me. Tell him Vinny sent you. It's 911heatusa.com.
Since 1964, we've changed your tires and so much more. Richland's Tire and Service, such a refreshing change. Richland's.
Time for an update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All Sports Desk. Here's Brandon Snide.
The Milwaukee Brewers are back in action tonight following their sweep of the Cincinnati Reds as they will begin a 3-game set in Philadelphia. Our coverage will get underway here on WTMJ beginning at 5 p.m. with Julio Teheran expected to get the start for the Brew Crew.
Brewers 360 is sponsored by Holiday Automotive. And on Tuesdays, we got the manager, Craig Counsell. Morning, Craig.
Good morning.
So, day off in Philadelphia. Please tell me you ran the Rocky Stairs or some cool touristy thing.
I did nothing of that sort. No, I wasn't actually in Philadelphia, so I did not do any of the touristy Philadelphia things.
Are you a workout guy? Like, do you go out for runs when you're out of some of these cities when you're traveling?
Not a runner. No, not a runner. Workout, but not a runner. So just a walk in the morning is good enough for me. I've stopped running. Sports was my culmination of my running career.
I'm kind of with that. I still play a lot of sports, and I run to be not fat. I've never enjoyed, there's not a step of running that I've ever enjoyed purely for running.
I'm in total agreement with that. I don't enjoy running.
So which manager or which coach across the league is like the most in fit? Is there one who's just legendary?
Yeah, I think Gabe Kapler would be the guy that's most fit for sure. He's always he played for the Brewers for a year or two, and definitely always been in great shape.
I think you got to go one way or another if you're a coach or a manager. You either got to be keeping up because you're around these super athletes all the time, and especially if you're a former player like yourself, hey guys, I still got it. I'm still in shape. Or you just got to go all out sloth.
Let it go.
Right.
Well, no, you can fake it pretty good. I can play the skinny fat guy role pretty well,
Hey, so we had the Rowdy Tellez injury. Did I read right that you saw that happen when that took place, that freak accident?
Yeah, I mean, I was standing behind the cage and I saw him in center field, and I mean, he was literally just catching a fly ball in center field, and it was up against the wall, and his finger just one of those freak accidents hit the wall the wrong way and caused some pretty big damage, actually.
Oh, that's nasty. And then news this morning that, man, talk about snake bit. Another pitcher who's been performing so well for you, Wade Miley, now on the injured list. I know you're not a woe is me kind of guy, Craig, but once in a while you'd be like, come on, really?
Come on!
Yeah, I mean, in Wade's case, we kind of knew this coming in. There was going to be some injuries with him. We were hoping for trying to get 100 innings out of Wade, and I think we're tracking towards that mark still. And we knew that there was times we were going to have to take breaks with Wade, and so hopefully this is just a short break. We just missed the minimum 15 days, and he's back pitching, and we just missed a couple starts.
Matt, well, it couldn't have started any better out of the gates here following the break. Sweep in Cincinnati, and now here off to Philadelphia. I know you're also one of the most measured managers in the league. You don't get too high, you don't get too low, but got to enjoy a sweep coming out of the break.
We played a really good series, and it's a team in our division that we beat, and so that's means it's a little more rewarding for sure. The schedule does not lighten up for us over the next 2 weeks, so as you get excited about that, but it's really just banking wins and bank as many wins as you can. We've got the next 12 games are against really good teams. The Braves will have six of the next 12 are the best team in baseball, so we've got work ahead of us, and so when you get excited, then you start looking at the schedule, and then you start going to work again.
5:40 first pitch tonight in Philadelphia. Thanks, Craig.
You got it, guys. Take care.
10 minutes before 8 o'clock on Wisconsin's Morning News. Mark Tauscher's next.
This is WTMJ's Jeff Wagner, and I'm here to tell you it's back. That's right, Cream Puff-A-Palooza is on. August 2nd is when you'll be able to snag your free 6-pack of Cream Puffs. Now something different this year. For a chance to register early for free Cream Puffs, register to be a WTMJ Insider. Here's what you do. Head to WTMJ.com, click on the WTMJ Insiders banner, and sign up. All we need is your name and email. It's Cream Puff-A-Palooza presented by the Yard. It's back, and it's only here on WTMJ.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here for my friends at Kohler Services. Treat yourself to a new shower this summer. Kohler Services is a local end-to-end bath and shower design and remodel service brought to you by Kohler, a family-owned in Wisconsin for 150 years. Kohler is the only manufacturer offering fast, professional installation and care for life. Start enjoying your bath or shower right now with a special offer. Visit kswisconsin.com to request your free quote and tell them that I sent you over. Again, that's kswisconsin.com.
Wealth-changing question. Is your advisor giving you incomplete advice? Besides investing, there's also taxes, insurance, estate planning, and other elements that can be stressful to organize. At Creative Planning, we provide all the expertise, all the advice you need, all in-house, ensuring every aspect of your wealth works harder together so you can enjoy your wealth instead of worrying about it. Book your free meeting today at creativeplanning.com. Creative Planning, a richer way to wealth.
Oh, you forgot to clean out your backpack since school ended? Oh, rotten.
Let's back our windows.
Well, you make a great point. Tell you what, let's clean out your backpack and then we'll...
Kajinatawa from Pella.
While we can't do anything about rotten lunches, Pella's lifetime warranty on wood windows and doors makes it so that you'll never have to worry about rotting windows again. Right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, make payments as low as $35 per month per window and $78 per patio door. Visit PellaWI.com.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Debbie's off today. Adam Roberts is locking things down in the Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic Center.
I'm locking down on a lot of red right now, Vince, specifically on 43 southbound. It's well past the major construction areas south of Capitol Drive. These delays extending all the way towards Fox Point and the construction up there. Right now, 25 minutes from Brown Deer to downtown. That is an extra 15 minutes on your ride. It's also a little bit slow going north in that direction on 43, but not as slow as southbound. Other delays this morning, eastbound 94 from the Zoo to the Marquette. That's running an extra 7 minutes at 13 right now. And we're also tapping on the brakes out of the Hale on 894 eastbound towards the airport. That is running you currently an extra 5 minutes at 11. And while you're out navigating the roads, if you happen to see something that we should know about in the traffic center, call the WTMJ Hall Mazda traffic tip line. That number is 414-238-9329. Rediscover the road at Hall Mazda during Mazda's Season of Discovery. I'm Adam Roberts with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
WTMJ forecast sponsored by Dave Drake Camp Heating, where your comfort is their family's tradition. Mostly sunny skies today and a high of 78 degrees. Temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s for low temps tonight under mainly clear skies. And Wednesday mostly sunny with a chance of showers and storms moving in the late afternoon or evening and a high of 81. Right now at 7:53, we've got 65 degrees.
Idea Man.
Fans want access.
Innovator.
Did you know who was mic'd up, Tausch?
And Packers Hall of Famer.
Aaron Canton, who was a quieter guy. All of a sudden, he's being a lot chirpier and talking more, and we would just know. All right, Campy's he's mic'd up tonight, so be careful with what's going on.
It's time for Tausch on Wisconsin's Morning News. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and Kohler Services.
Mark Tauscher on Wisconsin's Morning News, sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and by Kohler Services. Who's got music going? All right. Sorry about that, tausch. We just had a little technical issue.
I was wondering, do I have a new walk-up song? I didn't know if that was Imagine Dragons, which is... Vinny, have you been to a concert where you thought there was a song that a band played, and then you're waiting, and then if they don't play it, and you find out later that they don't even play that song?
It's always the opposite for me, Tausch. If it's unless it's one of my favorite bands, right? But if you're... Yeah, I'll go see them. And then song after song after song is like, oh, they play that? Oh, that's these guys? It's the opposite for me.
Yeah, I was sitting there, and we went down to Summerfest, Imagine Dragons, a couple weeks ago. It's great show. I love their music. But they have a couple of songs that I thought they sang, and I kept telling my wife, well, we got to stay High Hopes is coming on, which is a different band. They don't even sing the song. And I walked out kind of disappointed. Finally, I was told as we were in the car, you understand that that's not even one of their songs.
That Panic.
So I had to actually revoke. Yeah, that's what it is. Panic at the Disco. I had to revoke my Imagine Dragons fandom card because I thought that should have been their encore closing song, and it turns out it wasn't even their song.
You know what would have been great if you were a little bit hammered, and for the last hour of the show, you're that guy who can play High Hopes. Come on, you gonna play it? Come on, all these guys.
Who's to say that was not what I was doing?
Hey, Thomas, question for you. All right, so we've been having an argument all morning long about
I'm right on this.
The Powerball jackpot. So Powerball jackpot, there's no winner last night. It's going to be $1 billion on Wednesday or whatever they're doing. So anyway,
take home's going to be like $600 million, right?
Vince says, if the jackpot, would you take the jackpot if it could be yours? If
you keep messing this up. Let me ask the question.
I love it when you guys fight. I love it when you're fighting.
He keeps misrepresenting my question. Here's how, it's very simple. Some guy comes up to you in the back alley, Slugworth there from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, right?
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
Here's the deal, Mr. Tauscher. You're going to win the lottery tonight. However, it's going to cost you 10 years off the back end of your life. So you die 10 years earlier, but you win this year Powerball jackpot. Take it or leave it.
Ooh. Leave it.
I'm with you.
Leave it.
I'm with you. You don't need the money that bad.
Take it.
Well, hey, first off, you don't know when your life is going to end. You don't know that. All right, great, Vinny. Hey, $600 million, but you got a week and a half to live.
It's going to be awesome.
What good is that going to do you? You're going to be like, what is it, Punky Brewster? You're going to try to figure out a way to get rid of that $600 million?
Right. I'm going to spend it all. No, and to your point, you wouldn't know when it is. Could be another 10 years, could be 20, whatever. I'm just saying, you set up the family, everybody's taken care of, and then every day is
but you're gone.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gone.
Now to play devil's advocate, Tausch, it's possible Vince makes it till he's 90 years old. Maybe the Vitranos will live to 100. So
my grandma was 99 when
it's
she
a great
passed.
life then. However, you just don't know. That's the gamble.
Yeah, and I suppose you start what the thing that I'm a little, and I've been reading books on this idea that people are chasing immortality and the genetics and what's coming with, again, I don't want to get into artificial intelligence and all that stuff, but there's stuff. So you could end up seeing life being extended, and then all of a sudden you look like an idiot when you're scrapping together nickels, and you could have had $600 million. So maybe I need to rethink it. I still think, just like the value of time and money, you start valuing life and money.
Yes.
The 10 years, if you knew when it was, I think you could really think it longer. But if it's an unknown, Vinny, I got to say, I think I'm on Team Billstead on this one.
Here we go.
See, it's going to be Eric and I are going to write a screenplay. It's going to be a romantic comedy. Guy takes the deal, but then then falls in love or starts reestablishing a relationship with his children.
Life is actually great. He's
realizing that, and then spends every waking moment trying to undo the deal.
Who's the lead actress in this rom-com, Vinny? For you,
Brad Pitt. No, he's not. I don't know if he can play the snarky guy at the beginning because he'd have to be.
Yeah, you'd have to not like him. Nicolas Cage did that in that family movie, right?
Yep. I think it was called The Family Man, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Kind of that theme right there. Spends every waking day wishing he hadn't made that deal.
What's the name of what do you think the name of this screenplay? If you had to name it right now, is it the Red Pill?
Jackpot.
Jackpot.
And that'll be his last name. His name is William Jackpot.
No, all right, Billstead's out. Thanks, Eric. We're really onto something.
We had it.
All right, we got to go. We'll talk again tomorrow, Tausch.
All right.
Business headlines are up next. Here's the Milwaukee Business Journal's Teddy Nichol.
Johnson Controls International has acquired a North Carolina software firm for $455 million. It says the acquisition of FM Systems in Raleigh will complement its building automation services unit with cloud-based digital workplace capabilities. A Milwaukee developer has purchased his second vacant building on North King Drive and plans to use it for a grocery store, event space, or other new business. It's at the corner of King Drive and Chambers Street, across from a redevelopment that includes a new public library branch. Milwaukee Mitchell International Airport in May was around 100,000 passengers short of its pre-pandemic levels, but its May passenger numbers were up compared with last year. Southwest Airlines remains the airport's top airline carrier, followed by Delta. I'm Teddy Nichol with MilwaukeeBusinessJournal.com on News Radio WTMJ.
This report is brought to you by Rejuvenix, your non-surgical joint therapy experts.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Rejuvenix Arthritis Clinics are in-network with most major insurance plans, including Medicare and Medicaid, and there have been thousands of patients that have received our pain relief treatment with zero out-of-pocket expense. Our FDA-approved treatments we'll use to remedy your pain are precisely guided to its root, to provide inflammation and cushioning relief to alleviate pain. What ends up happening is you begin on a pain maintenance plan, and how committed you want to be to alleviating your pain is up to you. But at the least, you can see us semi-annually to annually to, in many cases, significantly reduce pain in hips, shoulders, elbows, and knees. I'm Richard Salinas, registered nurse with Rejuvenix Arthritis Pain Clinics. We can alleviate your pain, and that'll rejuvenate your life. It's pain relief, really. Go to Rejuvenix.com to request your appointment.
Rejuvenix. Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
It's not a gimmick. It's simply comprehensive, fee-only financial planning to get all your arrows pointed in the right direction. And although rate of return is important, there are many factors that are equally, if not more important. There's a strong belief among financial experts that tax planning is more important than rate of return. And at Financial Strategies, we strongly believe that is what sets us apart. As a result of our strategies, our clients have saved significantly on their taxes. They were prepared to pay the taxes and elated when we shared how they could avoid them. We want to grow your investment and protect it, and we've proven to be very good at doing just that. I'm Jim Cantrell with Financial Strategies, Inc., and we can show you a wiser way to build your wealth. So go to financialstrategiesinc.com and schedule a no-cost consultation.
Financial strategies, a wiser way to build your wealth.
Veterans benefits denied? Contact Tayback for the payback. Go to taybackattorneys.com.
Your hometown hub for everything that matters. The latest news, traffic, weather, and sports on Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee.
8:03, I'm Vince Vitrano. This is Wisconsin's Morning News. It's Tuesday, July 18th. Our top story, a special election today in Wisconsin.
I'm Eric Billstead. World leaders meeting in D.C.
I'm Adam Roberts. We have one incident to report. It's a crash on 94 eastbound at Mitchell Boulevard. Good news is it's not blocking any lanes. Looks like a white sedan and a white utility van involved in a bump up. They're on the right shoulder and no lanes blocked right now, so that is good news. But it'll slow things down a little bit more on 94 as you head from the Zoo to the Marquette. It's already a pretty slow go. 15-minute ride right now on that stretch. The slow spot, though, remains 43 southbound, where it's now 27 minutes, an extra 17 minutes from Brown Deer to downtown, and that's mostly construction traffic. No incidents to report on that stretch. I'm Adam Roberts with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
High of 78 degrees today under mostly sunny skies, mainly clear tonight. Low temperatures down to 58 inland, 63 if you're closer to the lake. Right now 67 in Milwaukee. And from the WTMJ Breaking News Center, Decision, Wisconsin, it is election day for some voters in our state. We're talking north of Milwaukee. They'll be headed to the polls for a special election.
It's in the 24th Assembly District, the election being held to fill the seat previously held by Dan Knodl, who won election to the Wisconsin State Senate in another special election earlier this year. Voters in parts of Ozaukee, Washington, and Waukesha counties will head to the polls to elect either Republican Paul Melitik or Democrat Bob Tatterson to the Assembly. The 24th District used to include parts of Milwaukee County, but that has changed since redistricting in 2022. You can check if you're a resident of the district on the Wisconsin Legislature website. Wyatt Barmore-Pooley, WTMJ News.
A world leader visiting the White House today and a plan to meet another critical leader later on before the end of the year.
Today in the Oval Office with the president of Israel, Isaac Herzog. A visit the White House says will highlight the, quote, enduring partnership and friendship between the U.S. and Israel. The two leaders will discuss security in the Middle East, Iran's actions in the region, and Russia's growing military ties to Iran. Herzog's position is largely ceremonial. President Biden spoke by phone on Monday with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and the White House says the two leaders agreed to meet before the end of the year, but where and when is still being worked out. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
Terrible story out of Milwaukee this morning. Couple facing child neglect charges. Two of their children were found naked and filthy near 71st and Dixon earlier this month. One of the neighbors in the area, Rick Ader, telling TMJ4 News what he saw when he spotted the children in the street.
We thought they were wearing costumes at first, because the hair was so long, it looked like it was they were wearing wigs. And when I get a closer look at them, looked at my wife, I says, them are not costumes, because we saw a bunch of red marks on them, and they had no clothes.
34-year-old Katie Koch and her boyfriend, 38-year-old Joel Mankey, face a total of 10 felony charges for chronic neglect of a child and false imprisonment.
Coming up, an object is leaving many asking, what the heck is that?
Siding Unlimited, WTMJ News Time 8:06.
News is sponsored by BBC Lighting. Thousands of specialty light fixtures now open Saturdays 10 to 4.
Hi folks, this is Hank Albert, owner of BBC Lighting. With the weather getting warmer, our prices get even hotter. When you visit our showroom, you'll see all the finest brands of lights and ceiling fans. BBC is Wisconsin's largest supplier to new home builders, contractors, and designers. And we display all the famous brands such as Visual Comfort, Tech, Hubbard & Forge, and hundreds more. Our prices are the lowest. I guarantee it. There's something for everyone at BBC, including fun for the kids and our famous free popcorn. BBC is open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturday from 10 to 4. We are located at 20th and St. Paul Avenue, across from Sobelman's and Bachman Furniture, all near the Potawatomi Casino. Stay safe and healthy, my friends.
Academic Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLSConsumerAccess.org, number 255368. This is Chief Home Buying Strategist Brian Wickert. A lot of home shoppers just go with their bank when it comes to getting their pre-approval and financing their new home. That's exactly what Jordan and Michelle did, and it wasn't until after they wrote their 5th losing offer that they took their agent's advice and called Accunet for a rock-solid guaranteed pre-approval and offer strategy consultation. Every time you write an offer and lose, it's an emotional punch to the gut because you've already imagined having Thanksgiving dinner at that house. We're helping home shoppers and their agents write stronger, more convincing offers every day with powerful tools and strategies that really work. If you don't mind writing 5 losing offers, go ahead and get a flimsy generic pre-approval from your bank or credit union. But if you want the best shot at writing an offer that gets accepted, get a rock-solid guaranteed pre-approval from Accunet, and I'll personally join in on your offer strategy consultation like I did for Jordan and Michelle, whose very next offer was a winner. All you got to do to get started is click on the blue button today at accunet.com. TabacaTourney.com.
Celebrate a birthday, anniversary, or retirement this week with a free dinner at the historic Fox and Hounds restaurant near Holy Hill. Buy one dinner, get one free, 7 nights a week. Google Fox and Hounds restaurant and enjoy your free dinner.
Siding Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 8:09.
A sinkhole along the Hank Aaron Trail has taken some cyclists and some hikers by surprise. So the trail now closed between 89th and 76th. The DNR says that sinkhole formed due to the recent rainfall and that the hole extends multiple feet below the paved surface. Not sure yet on just how long it'll take to repair.
If you live in Kenosha County, you've probably been asking yourself, when is this going to be done? It's done. Highway 50, it's been under construction for the last 2 years. The governor among those celebrating its conclusion of the construction project Monday. In those couple of years, 4-mile stretch of Highway 50 from Kenosha to Pleasant Plains has been under construction. Goal of the project has been to improve access to hospitals, ease traffic in that dense area, also adjusted traffic signals and access to routes in residential areas. Project costed $88 million, but the governor says it will, quote, pay dividends long into the future.
What the heck is that mystery object in Australia?
It's cordoned off on a remote beach in Australia. What is it? Aviation expert Jeffrey Thomas.
It appears to be a possible fuel tank from a rocket that was being launched in the last 12 months that's dropped into the Indian Ocean.
And a few things supporting the theory.
The size of it, the shape of it, and the fact that the part that's out of the water is almost brand new.
The Australian Space Agency is liaising with other space bodies to identify the object. If you're looking for part of your rocket, get in touch with them. Tom Rivers, ABC News at the Foreign Desk.
All right, if you're looking for part of your rocket. Is that what you think it looks like?
Yeah.
Like it looks something
the bottom of a
astronautical, aeronautical?
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that happens from time to time.
It's not just a piece of trash from something else that got chucked somewhere?
Something off a boat?
Yeah, right?
Could be.
Leave that here. Nice. 8:10 on Wisconsin's Morning News.
Hey, WTMJ's John Mercure here. My house is beautiful. It's been transformed. My wife is happy. Wisconsin Granite Design has one-of-a-kind custom slabs to choose from. They've got it all. Granite, quartz, marble. One of the largest showrooms in the Midwest. 2 to 3 weeks. That's the process from beginning to end. They did the work in our house. It was easy. They were there on time. They cleaned up, and we've got the best-looking granite in the neighborhood. Almost 80 years of experience. It's Wisconsin Granite Design. WisconsinGraniteDesign.com. A locally owned, woman-owned business. Wisconsin Granite Design.
Okay, so inventory, then suppliers, then staffing plan, overhead, and bookkeeping. Or suppliers first, then bookkeeping, inventory, overhead.
Running a small business can be full of distractions. U.S. Cellular wants to give small business owners one less thing to think about. 3 months of free service with 10 gigabytes of mobile hotspot data.
Oh, that's nice.
Join the network that allows you and your business to focus on what really matters. Get 3 months of free service with 10 gigabytes of mobile hotspot data. U.S. Cellular. Built for business, built for us. Terms and conditions apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
Annex Wealth Management. Investment, retirement, tax, and estate planning from a fee-only fiduciary. Forget commission sales pitches and financial products you don't need. Know the difference. Annex provides elite, comprehensive financial planning customized to who you are and what you need. AnnexWealth.com.
Traffic is sponsored by Harwood Place Senior Living. Learn more about Harwood Place Retirement Living's newly renovated apartments and updated pricing options. Visit harwoodplace.org or call to schedule a tour.
Adam Roberts has been watching the roads for us today. Debbie's off. What do you see, Adam?
Well, right now, Vince, I see a new addition to that 94 eastbound crash. It's a squad car, so they're working on getting that cleared out. But it has added an extra 10 minutes to your drive from the zoo into downtown if you're heading east. So be mindful of that. No lanes blocked with this crash right now, but I'm sure some people just stop to check out and say, oh, what's going on over there? Now it's just a couple of cars in a squad. Let's move it along. Also, 41 northbound is a little bit slow past Freighter as you go to Watertown Plank Road out of the zoo. A few extra minutes as you head towards Highway Q. Slow spot still remains on 43 southbound through the construction. It's a little bit better than it was a few moments ago when it was about 27 minutes. We're now back down to 20. That's still an extra 10 minutes on your ride. I'm Adam Roberts with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
Mostly sunny skies today and a high of 78 degrees. Mainly clear tonight. Low temperatures dipping into the low 50s to upper 60s if you're closer to the lake. Right now at 67 in Milwaukee.
Live from the Annex Wealth Management Studios, this is Wisconsin's Morning News. Here's your host, Vince Vitrano.
8:13 Wisconsin's Morning News on this Tuesday morning. Probably by tomorrow, if not for sure Thursday, a lot of this happening. Don't get caught off guard by it. Milwaukee Air and Water Show returns this weekend, and weather looks fantastic pretty much through the week. Just a chance of some showers and storms Wednesday night and a little bit again on Thursday. Niznansky not predicting any washouts or anything with that, so the weather looks great for the Air and Water Show. The show itself is Saturday and Sunday, and then you have on Friday an official practice. So all the acts will be up at some point on Friday, but what you'll have is, I think it's Wednesday when the Blue Angels first get into town. If not Wednesday, then definitely by Thursday, and they'll be out there buzzing over downtown, getting ready, getting all their points set.
Getting their specs.
Yeah, and it was, folks wonder, I mean, part of the reason you want the Blue Angels, which are the headliner for this year's Milwaukee Air and Water Show, they are the 3 o'clock show on both Saturday and Sunday, so they do an hour-long show. One of the reasons you want them buzzing around up there is it reminds people, hey,
there's a show
air
this
shows
weekend,
in town,
yeah.
right? So it gets people talking, but they have a real specific purpose when they're up there because they're going to be flying. This is different, and one of the reasons that a lot of pilots love to fly this air show is you're set up against the skyline of a major metropolitan downtown. And a lot of times you go out to the air shows, even if you go out to EAA in Oshkosh, when they do the air show, it's over an airfield, right? These guys are right downtown, and so they want to make sure they're not going to slam into stuff. They're also looking at where are the points that we're going to set in our mind. This is the back end of this part of the show. This is the back end of that part of the show. So they want to know this is our new landscape.
Their venue.
Yeah, this is a new venue, right? Just go like going into a different ballpark if you're a ball player. And so they get all those points set, so that's why they're up there buzzing in all sorts of areas and really gets fun and interesting around here. My wife said she heard a fighter jet. We live by the airport. It's around the south side. She said she heard a fighter, and you know if you've heard one, because that's a real, distinct sound.
There it is.
It's not Southwest Flight 793
coming in from Albuquerque.
The thing is, too, you hear it, like by the time you hear it, it might already be gone.
Always.
You can't see it.
Yeah.
You're up there looking around. Where did it? Doing the look around. Mm-hmm. So I love the front end of the week. We're going to go to the air show on Sunday, E. We bought tickets, and you don't have to buy tickets. A lot of places to sit for free. We're taking my in-laws, my dad, my stepmom, and want to make sure we have a place to sit and access to some concessions. So we laid out. The other cool thing about buying tickets is you support the Air and Water Show. Waterstone Bank is the headlining sponsor again, so I'll shout them out because they're one of the reasons that things like this can come to our community. But so if you want to support the air show, you can buy tickets for reserved seating, number of different price points and options for that. They'll throw in parking too. So we're planning to go on Sunday. But Water Show starts at 10 a.m. both days, goes till about 11:30. Actually, with it being Navy Week in town,
yeah,
that could be a little more enhanced experience.
And that is tied into this a little bit. They are trying to connect that to Milwaukee Navy Week. I know that there are going to be some pretty big wigs, if you will, from the Navy rolling into the city if they're not already here. So that's kind of neat.
Air show starts at noon both days. Blues perform at 3 p.m. Of note, Lieutenant Amanda Lee, who is the first female FA-18 fighter pilot to join the Blue Angels. She's expected to be part of that show. That's kind of cool. I talked to one of the Thunderbird pilots, one of the first women to join the Thunderbirds on the Air Force side. She is from like rural Wisconsin somewhere.
No kidding.
Did an interview with her
That's
a couple
great.
of years ago, and how excited she was to be a part of that.
So that's what I was in. You flew Blue Angels. I flew Thunderbirds.
Yeah, so that's the Air Force. They're in the F-16s.
Yep.
And your flight, and from time to time they will offer these. I'm not sure if anybody's up for flights this time, but when the headline performers come to town, they like to put regular old people like Eric and me who have the opportunity to share our stories with lots of folks, put us up in the fighter jet just so that we can experience how brutally hard that is just to ride in one, much less fly it.
Just to stay conscious, like how ridiculously difficult that is. So for my situation, a little bit different than yours. So the pilots don't wear these suits, but for me, when I was in the Thunderbirds, they gave me like this suit to wear. So basically what it did, it was like kind of like a blood pressure cuff. Like as we got faster and faster and turned and had bigger and bigger, larger G-forces, the more that thing would fill up with air to keep blood from leaving my head and keeping me awake. Do you want to hear a little piece? Should I bring it to you?
All right. So this is you in the cockpit.
This is me with Cheetah.
Well, in the back seat.
Yeah, I'm in the back seat. He's up front, and pulling 9 Gs in a Thunderbird.
Just like a brake turn as if we had a bad guy behind us. Okay, good body position. Ready? Here we go. Here come the Gs.
And there, I lost it for a half a second there.
Here you go, 9.1 Gs.
Oh, my God. Holy cow. Holy cow.
Did you like it?
Oh, my God.
What do you mean like
I
it?
heard,
What the hell was that?
I
Oh,
heard 9.1
I heard
Gs.
like my
Nice
voice
job,
is
dude.
like
Oh
coming out
my
of my head.
God.
It was just such a weird moment.
Holy cow.
Wait, I like what he says to you here.
Welcome to the 9G Club, dude.
That was, oh, my God.
Man.
Indescribable. Just the forces and what that does.
So let us explain to you what's happening up there. As you're making these hard turns, think of yourself in your car, right? You make a hard turn right or left, and you feel like a pull on you.
Mm-hmm.
And these fighter jets fly at such extraordinary speed and can cut and turn and do all of those things that the G forces, the force of gravity, when they say 7 Gs or 9 Gs, 9 Gs is 9 times your normal pull.
9 times.
9 times. 9 times your weight. And what it's doing is gravity is sucking everything downward, including all of your blood.
Yep.
It is sucking the blood out of your brain. Blood carries oxygen to your brain. No oxygen in the brain, lights out.
So how was your bodysuit?
I had no bodysuit. So Eric described what they commonly call a G suit, which helps you, assists at those various pressure points on your arteries, trying to keep the blood from pooling
Going
down.
to your ankles.
Right, from leaving your brain. It helps you remain conscious. Blue Angels famously don't fly with those, don't use those when they perform. And so I just assumed they would throw one to me, just regular old pedestrian guy. So it was one of the first things I asked. I'm like, so do I get a G suit? And the guy said, we don't fly with them, so you don't fly with them. Enjoy your ride. I'm like, well, that's no good. Like, I knew what was going to happen.
Right.
I wanted to be an astronaut. I studied these guys. I know what they did. I knew what was going to happen.
Ready, hit it. Warning. Warning. Woo! Sorry.
So that was me
That was you having
on
fun.
takeoff.
Yeah.
So they, go what? Just a few meters above the deck at Mitchell, and then they straight up like a rocket.
10,000 feet.
That was fun.
Yeah. That's
All
awesome.
good there.
Awesome.
And then we start doing the maneuvers. And my guy, I just remember him being number 7. They all go by numbers in the Blues. So I had 7 with me. 7's taking me up, and he's like, yeah, we're going to do everything that we do in the show. That's our drill. So your guy did like dogfight maneuvers and other things.
Yeah, he showed me all kinds of different
Yeah.
things. And then he even asked me, he said, hey, what do you want to do again?
Land. Let me down. So my guy's like, we're doing everything we're going to do in the show. And so he took me through, piece by piece what they did. And so the first time we did a hard maneuver where it was serious G's, I was out in a couple of seconds. Just gone. Like, okay, I got this. What they teach you is, and you'll hear me doing it, it's called the hook maneuver. And you did something similar, right? Where you try to force
body
the breath.
position, yes. And you would try to hold your breath, not hold your breath, but find ways to breathe and he just had me have a body position and then control my breath.
Right. What the Blues teach is, he says, make the word hook, but do it as hard as you can by clenching every muscle in your body and spit that word out. Hook. So imagine yourself forcing that out. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to say hook, because imagine yourself trying to keep that blood in your brain as you're pulling these serious G's. So the last time around, so I stayed conscious the whole rest of the flight. We were up for an hour. And the last thing he does when he's coming into Mitchell is he's basically headed southbound, but we're going to land south to north. So we're about to do a 180.
There we go.
Drop serious altitude and just do a screeching halt, turn around, going super fast. And we pulled serious G's. The last number I saw, because I had a little heads-up display to show how many G's, last number I saw was 7.
Set. Ready. Ready, hit it.
So now I'm passed out.
Go on.
Still out. Still out. Still gone. Starting to regain consciousness.
107 out of 2000, turn right heading 220, contact
Okay, that's ATC, air traffic control. Talking to my guy. I'm back now.
I think we may have got you. You got me again. Oh, man.
I left that in there. So yeah, just wicked. My body hurt for days after that.
Yeah, I remember feeling a little beat up.
Did you still feel like things moved when my head hit the pillow that night? And we flew in the morning. When I hit the pillow that night, my body was still moving.
I remember not feeling great all day, almost like you were sick, just the body ache.
Right, so we're all beat up. I got out on the
Dehydrated.
tarmac. Somebody brought my guy a sandwich. Like, hey, what do you want? Yeah, you want one of these sandwiches? He's fine. No effect.
Like a steak sandwich,
right,
all
walk in the park.
greasy.
Right, eat that up. Take some other clown up there, work him around a little bit. So good, so hard. These men and women who are flying our fighter jets are 1%ers, if that, inside 1%ers. Best of the best, amazing human beings. Practice rounds Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturday and Sunday for the Milwaukee Air and Water Show. Tickets for reserve seats are available. For information on that, and if you want to see Eric and me in flight, those videos posted as well. Real simple. Text the word flight to the Old National Bank talk and text line flight to 855-616-1620. We'll get it out to you.
The WTMJ Classic is here, July 24th at Lac La Belle, benefiting Best Buddies Wisconsin. You can help by bidding on the awesome items up for grabs. Check them out at WTMJ.com or text BID to the Old National Bank talk and text line 855-616-1620. Thank you to all of our great partners. The Club at Lac La Belle, Gruber Law Offices, Wilkie's Milwaukee Florist, Lacey Poor, and CBRE Wisconsin.
Vince Vitrano here for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. This has happened to you, right? Particularly if you're talking about your kid's lunchbox or maybe in their room or the kid's car is another place where you find all sorts of rotten stuff. They left a banana peel in there or an apple core or worse. Tell you what, one thing you never have to worry about rotting again, your windows, provided they're from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. They've got the limited lifetime warranty on their wood windows and doors, and they're able to offer that without losing a whole bunch of money because most people never need to use that warranty. They're so confident in the craftsmanship that goes into each and every Pella window and door. They offer the best wood warranty in the industry to prove it. And right now, here's how they make it easy for you. Payments as low as $35 a window, $78 per patio door. Experience Pella's nearly endless possibilities, maximum design flexibility. If you have a custom deal you want them to work on, they'll do that. Got a big, dramatic size that you want them to fill, custom colors, finishes, and more. And with Pella's lifetime limited warranty and payments as low as $35 a month per window, $78 per patio door, there's no reason to wait. Visit PellaWI.com today.
The Briley bedroom at Penny Mustard is my best friend.
You're best friends with a bedroom?
Don't be fooled by Briley's sweet, soft, gentle curves. She can be singing lullabies 1 minute and preparing for battle the next.
Briley is the opposite of cookie cutter.
Can Briley be my BFF too?
Come meet the Briley Bedroom Collection. Sophisticrafted in the USA with queen bed, 8-drawer dresser, mirror, and nightstand. Starting at $91.44 at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Brookfield GMC has document imaging technology from James Imaging Systems, all bundled under the James Managed Print Services Program. Brookfield GMC Controller Jay Doyle.
They can track where the printer supplies are, the toner supply is getting down or low, and then they'll ship us a new toner.
And there's more. James Imaging Systems Managed Print Services also includes parts and service.
Exactly, yes. We had a fuser go out in one of our printers, and they came out and replaced that right away. So repair and our supplies are maintained.
Managed Print Services from James Imaging Systems. All your document output devices, service, supplies, and parts wrapped up in one low monthly invoice. Now that's a good value.
It's a big value because of all the services.
Managed Print Services from James Imaging Systems. Call 262-781-7700. James Imaging Systems, your local office technology partner.
Traffic is sponsored by Evans Transportation Services. Thank heavens for Evans. Rely on one company for accounting, shipping, and tracking. Evans Transportation Services. Family owned for 40 years and continuing to grow. Evans Transportation Services in Brookfield.
8:28 on Wisconsin's Morning News. I guess a lot of people want to see me pass out. And Eric's video's up there, too. You got the TMJ4 story up there?
Yeah, so Photog came with me when I went up. So I got my, not on the plane, but they were there.
Yeah, we see you in the cockpit, right?
Yeah,
Your
my
cockpit
eyes
camera.
start crossing. There's a couple of moments where I'm fighting, but
It's hot up there too, right?
Oh my gosh!
And the dry mouth.
Yeah, I remember taking the mask off. He said you don't have to wear the mask. I'm like, oh god.
Thank you.
Oh.
Right. Get the inside scoop on all things WTMJ by becoming a WTMJ insider. All you need to do is give us your name and your email. It's completely free, and here's what you get by becoming a WTMJ insider. Early registration access for all the contests we do and giveaways. Jeff Wagner's Cream Puffapalooza, that's just about to kick off, so you can sign up for free at WTMJ.com or text the word insiders to the Old National Bank talk and text line 855-616-1620. It's early exclusive access to all things WTMJ, and it's completely free. Become a WTMJ insider today. Headlines are up next from Wisconsin's Morning News.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
We want to decrease your pain as fast as possible. When we inject our powerful, FDA-approved anti-inflammatory and cushioning medicine precisely guided to the root of your pain, in most cases, relief in hips, shoulders, elbows, and knees is a reality. For those who go through our entire process, we can very much control and reduce your pain while increasing your quality of life. Thousands of Rejuvenex patients maintain their pain relief with semi-annual to annual treatments, proven to reduce inflammation, to make pain a lot more bearable. Some providers may charge up to $8,000 for similar treatments. At Rejuvenex, because we're in network with most major insurance plans, including Medicare and Medicaid, your out-of-pocket expense could be as low as $400 or less, or nothing at all. I'm Richard Salinas, registered nurse with Rejuvenex Arthritis Pain Clinics, where you can find pain relief. Really.
Rejuvenex. Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Go to rejuvenex.com to request your appointment.
Eric Bilstead here for Tri-County Contracting. We have a roof that's more than 20 years old, and I knew it was time to have it looked at. Wasn't sure if it needed to be replaced. So what do you do when you're not sure? Well, you don't necessarily need to replace the roof. Maybe you just need a roof tune-up, and that's what Tri-County Contracting does. Tri-County Contracting offers roof tune-ups that include all kinds of things: roof inspection, refastening, replacing missing shingles, new rubber collars on the plumbing vent pipes, new caulking around the chimney, and the flashing. They came over last week. Chuck and Tony were there, and they found a couple of different areas that actually could have been nasty had they not found them and replaced some of those shingles. So luckily, we're good. The roof is in good shape. Otherwise, we'll have it last another several years, but it needed this to get done. So thankfully, Tri-County Contracting came over for their roof tune-up. $650 for all homes, all sizes, period. Tri-County Contracting, TriCountyContractingWI.com. That's TriCountyContractingWI.com.
Lane's Farm and Fleet's summer pet care sale is going on now, featuring unbeatable deals on the pet food and supplies you need to keep animals happy and healthy all summer long. Like 25% off select dog and cat toys. 30 to 50-pound bags of Victor dog food is on sale, starting at $44.99. 20-pound bags of Blaine's brand wild bird food, just $9.99. Plus, don't miss summer savings on tools and hardware, like a 30-gallon DeWalt single-stage air compressor, $80 off.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers.
I'm Brett Matschke, and you're due for service.
Rich Lawns.
It's 8:32. I'm Adam Roberts. This is Wisconsin's Morning News. Your top story: filling an assembly vacancy. Quick check of the roads. Your Johnson & Sons Paving time saver traffic. I just watched the squad leave the scene at 94 eastbound by Mitchell Boulevard. They have gotten the vehicles, I should say, off of the right shoulder, so things should start to pick up a bit there. Actually, already seeing it. 11 minutes from the zoo to downtown, just an extra 5. And we're also starting to pick up the pace a little bit on southbound 43 from Brown Deer to downtown. We're now at 20 minutes. That's an extra 9. Forecast for today, mostly sunny skies, a high of 77 degrees, clear overnight tonight, dropping down to 63 degrees. It's currently sunny and 71. At 8:32 from the WTMJ Breaking News Center, Decision, Wisconsin. It is Election Day for voters north of Milwaukee.
It's in the 24th Assembly District, the election being held to fill the seat previously held by Dan Knodl, who won election to the Wisconsin State Senate in another special election earlier this year. Voters in parts of Ozaukee, Washington, and Waukesha counties will head to the polls to elect either Republican Paul Melitik or Democrat Bob Tatterson to the Assembly. The 24th District used to include parts of Milwaukee County, but that has changed since redistricting in 2022. You can check if you're a resident of the district on the Wisconsin Legislature website. Wyatt Barmore-Pooley, WTMJ News.
As former President Trump prepares for a key hearing in his federal case regarding alleged mishandling of classified documents after leaving office, people are wondering what his status will be for the upcoming presidential primary debate in Milwaukee.
Donald Trump is running for president while facing federal indictments, but UW-Milwaukee political science professor Mordecai Lee says that likely isn't a factor in whether Trump is there.
It's not that he'd be afraid of the debate. It's a question of whether he thinks it would serve him to be there or to be bashed in his absence.
Professor Lee says it will be difficult to know until the primary field settles a little more.
I think the first filter is going to be which of the many candidates are going to qualify for the Milwaukee debate.
Jack Grau, WTMJ News.
The debate's set for August 23rd at Fiserv Forum. And a developing story in North Korea this morning, CBS News confirming a U.S. official has been taken into custody after crossing the border during a tour without authorization. And that American is an American soldier. The official saying that the soldier was escorted back to the United States for disciplinary reasons, then went through airport security, somehow circled back, managed to get on the tour, and went over the border. We'll continue following this story here in the WTMJ Breaking Newsroom. I'm Adam Roberts, citing Unlimited WTMJ News Times, 8:34.
Traffic is sponsored by Weisgerber's Golden Mast Inn, your place on the lake. Visit goldenmastin.com.
Nothing better than a Friday fish fry with breathtaking views of Okauchee Lake. Enjoy cod, walleye, or lake perch at the Golden Mast Inn. Learn more at goldenmastin.com.
You can give them the same old, or you can surprise them with something unique from St. Vincent de Paul Thrift Store at a bargain. Almost new, but really cool. The thing about thrift store gift shopping is that you never know what you'll find, but when you find it, you'll know it's right. That's what makes it fun. And if you just can't choose, gift cards are always available at St. Vincent de Paul Thrift Stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield and 23rd and Lincoln in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here and ready to help. Anyone can call or text 988 or chat via 988wisconsin.org to get connected to a trained Lifeline counselor. Trained counselors are here to support anyone experiencing a suicidal, mental health, or substance use crisis. You can also contact 988 if you are concerned about someone. 988 is confidential and free to all Wisconsin residents. 988 24/7. Call, text, chat. Here to support you. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
WTMJ's Vince Vitrano here. According to a Career Builder survey, the average cost of a bad hire is $50,000. You can't afford to make a mistake. Let LAK Group help you in your recruiting efforts. Their proprietary recruiting process fuses expertise, resources, and technologies with your needs and identifies strategies and solutions that boost your company's productivity. Let LAK Group's executive recruiting services help you find great candidates. Visit transformingcareers.com. LAK Group, discover your human advantage.
Our house needs a lot of work. That roof, siding.
J&J Contractors.
It's not just the outside. The bathroom needs to be completely redone.
J&J Contractors. They do it all with top-of-the-line quality craftsmanship that's all custom or semi-custom. In addition to full interior remodels, J&J Contractors' skilled and certified team members use high-quality materials for all your exterior needs. Roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. Contact them today to schedule a consultation. Just Google J&J Contractors.
.837 Wisconsin's Morning News. I got to bring back some of this sound from the Freeway Forum. What happened here with these guys?
The 794 thing?
Yeah.
We do cool
Excuse me? I'm sorry? The event was moderated by our buddy, Milwaukee Business Journal's Mark Cass. It was put on by a group called Rethink I-794. These are the guys that are talking about whether instead of rebuilding the ramps that connect the Hone Bridge to the spur that runs between the Hone and the Market interchange, whether instead of, at a cost of $300 million, rebuilding those ramps, which has to be done.
Yeah.
If they're going to stay, they're like past their useful life, They need to be rebuilt. Instead of doing that, these folks are saying, why don't we tear down that little spur, reconnect downtown with the 3rd Ward, open up land for development, and there are people on both sides of that argument. So they have this forum with some of the folks who are pushing the idea. It's at Marquette University, and a lot of fancy type people are there. Cass is doing his thing, what he normally does. He moderates a lot of these things. Let me tell you something. If I knew every one of these was going to sound like this, I'd buy season tickets to whatever Cass is doing.
It was that good, Abe.
That, we tore down a freeway and the world noticed.
We didn't make this up. This was really from this freeway forum. These guys, like engineers and city planners and other folks.
Just dropping F-bombs.
Dropping F-bombs and the S word and all kinds of stuff. WTMJ's Adam Roberts was there, strung together a few more of these gems.
We don't make plans to sit on shelves. We make plans to do.
What matters is creating a narrative for the city of Milwaukee to stand out from its peers on a national platform and say, you should be here because we do cool.
We're such an aw shucks, Midwestern nice city. That, we tore down a freeway and the world noticed.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of swearing on this panel. I think I'm at a Foo Fighters show, for heaven's sake.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
Wow.
Like what?
I like it. I like the passion.
But who was the first person? There's a couple of things to unpack here on this. First of all, who was the first person who opened the floodgates?
Right?
Because Eric's over here dropping F-bombs. I guess that's cool, so I'll start dropping some F-bombs.
And there is something to that.
Right.
There is like the code of a conversation. If someone opens the door, usually it opens up a little bit more as the conversation continues.
It's funny, Eric. It's funny. I remember listening to some of your cuts from Peter Park that you had last week, I believe. And so when I went into this forum, I was expecting this to just be very just pleasant conversation, just very much decorum. And then I believe he was one of the first ones to drop one of those bleeps. And I didn't know I signed up for this.
We do cool.
So the other thing is the flex that Milwaukee is trying to have. Like, look how awesome we are. One time, we tore down a freeway. How you like that, world? How you like Milwaukee now?
We did get Pfizer out of that.
Right, yeah, well, it took 10 years.
Right, yes. And their point is...
more than 10 years, didn't it?
Maybe in other places they hadn't thought of this. Instead of these freeways that cut through many downtown urban centers, start rethinking that. Okay, regardless of which side you are on the debate.
And there is some interesting positioning as to why that's a good idea on both sides. So anyway,
just
go ahead.
like very serious flex here from Milwaukee. Like we're the coolest city in the world because this one time there was a freeway and then there wasn't.
There was a freeway that went to the grocery store.
Right. That dead ended at the Metro Market. It wasn't even a Metro Market. Was it just a pick and save, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there was a sub shop over there. I think there's a Jimmy John's.
Einstein's.
Yeah, very nice.
Place.
Right. You definitely want the freeway to that. So fair enough on that, but really, that's our global flex. Yeah, one time we did this.
That, we tore down a freeway and the world noticed.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Hey, summer painting can be brutal. If you're tired of painting year after year, go Rhino. One homeowner said they had a contemporary stucco finish with fading paint that was starting to look like garbage. So they went with Rhino Shield after discovering it's better than paint. They found that during the hottest time of year, thanks to Rhino Shield, they saw savings on their energy bills. And the exterior of your home doesn't matter. Stucco, wood, brick, they can do it all. Right now, get the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 25% off if you call by the 25th. And it doesn't stop there. Rhino Shield remains backed by a 25-year warranty. Call 262-900-4055 or visit rhinoshield.com.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Real people are getting real and lasting pain relief at QC Kinetics.
Who would have thought that I would be in better shape now than after I got out of the Marines at 22?
It's great to be active again.
I've played 36 holes multiple days in a row without pain. Everything is great.
Are you tired of living with chronic joint pain? QC Kinetics uses cutting-edge regenerative medicine to restore and repair damaged tissue, natural healing agents from your own body, so your body can heal itself the way it was designed, with no pain pills, no steroids, no drugs, and no downtime.
It was super successful, and I recommend everyone seek out QC Kinetics as an alternative to surgery.
Thanks to QC Kinetics, quality of life is just a lot better.
Definitely changed my life.
Call now to see if regenerative medicine could be the answer you've been looking for. The local medical professionals at QC Kinetics have proven protocols that can give you lasting relief now, and the consultation is free.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
If you speed, there are lots of sounds that you might hear, like the sound of your vehicle crashing, because eventually, speeding catches up with you.
Traffic is sponsored by Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield, Greenfield, or downtown Milwaukee. Milwaukee Mattress, where top quality mattresses are priced hundreds less than premium national mattress brands. Found exclusively at Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield, Greenfield, and downtown Milwaukee.
Checking in on the roads here with Adam Roberts.
A little bit of red still, Vince, but not nearly as bad as it was before. Those delays on 43 southbound starting to shrink a little bit. We're down to about 20 minutes. That's still an extra 9, so it's still slow. You'll really start to notice things once you get around the Bayshore area, and then as you head south towards Capitol Drive, things will open up a little bit south of there as you get towards the Marquette. We've got that incident cleared at 94 eastbound by Mitchell, but things still a little slow. We're running an extra 7 minutes from the zoo into downtown Milwaukee. The other slow spot north of the zoo on 41 as you head towards Watertown Plank Road. A couple of extra minutes on your trip to Highway Q. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts with your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
You can fake it pretty good. I can play the skinny fat guy role pretty well, you know.
Brewers manager Craig Counsell was with us earlier today on Brewers 360. He was pretty funny today.
Yeah. He doesn't run. He says he doesn't walk, and that's it. And you suggested that he should go all out and just be, like, really fat.
Well, I said, like, managers, coaches, what have you, in sports, it's one or the other. You know, Craig being a former player himself, and you see this with these guys, you know, they're around current day supercharged athletes. They want to still be, you know, like, hey, I may not be able to hang with you guys right now, but I'm in shape, right? And Craig says he still works out, still probably lifts and does other things, but he's like, no more running for me. But so you're either, I think if you're a manager or you're a coach or something like that, you're either like still kind of in shape, hanging with the boys, or you're just a sloth. Just be a fat guy.
And his reaction to that comment was,
you can fake it pretty good. I can play the skinny fat guy role pretty well, you know.
He's a little modest. I don't think he's faking it.
It's on the podcast page,
shape.
by the way.
If you want the podcast on demand,
text Vince.
That's what we did. My name.
Text the word Vince, not don't
text me directly. Text the word Vince to the Old National Bank talk and text line 855-616-1620. Old National Bank, get old. Vince will send the podcast out to you this morning.
This story, I don't know if you heard this one. I know you have, Vince. This story about Miranda Lambert starting to get a lot of attention. And when it gets caught on video, all of a sudden it gets a lot of attention. We were talking about how people have been throwing cell phones and random things at musicians, right? Like this is becoming a problem.
Right. I'm against that.
So Miranda Lambert,
right? I'm not for that.
Miranda Lambert stopped mid-song because she was upset with what someone was doing with their cell phone, but they weren't throwing it or really doing anything wrong. Here's how it sounded. All right, starting the song. Wait, here we go.
I'm going to stop right here for a sec, Danny. I'm sorry.
Stopping.
These girls are worried about their selfie and not listening to the song. It's pissing me off a little bit.
She got upset because a couple of the fans were taking selfies rather than looking at her to listen to the music. And she shames them.
Here's some country music tonight. I'm singing some country music.
I don't like it.
Still upset. Haven't gotten back to the music yet.
Start again.
And here we go.
Who's screaming for that?
This seems so odd. What's so funny is about
as soon as she stopped, she said, "I'm going to stop here," and so someone screamed for that.
Yeah, they were cheering.
Why? You don't even know what she's about to say.
What's so funny is that if you watch the video of it of her saying, "Hey, like let's listen to music. You don't need to take a selfie." There's all the fans are holding phones shooting her. taking video of her. Like they're already like all using their phones either way. It just seemed like an odd thing to get upset about. I mean, many artists will actually take the phone from you and take a picture for you and hand it back to you.
Here's how cool I am. I'll do a selfie of me and you're in the background. Like you've seen that.
Yeah.
And the point's well taken. I think we all could stand to put our phones down a little bit more often, worry less about the video or the picture or the selfie, and actually watch something occur with our own eyes. I go through this with my kids all the time, like in their performances. I got a cheer kid, I got a music kid, whatever. Should I be rolling on this to make sure you always have it and we can watch it over and over again? Or should I put the thing down and just feel it fully and experience it? And I go back and forth on that. So fine to have that debate, but for the performer to call somebody out like that and shame her own fans, what those, I don't know, if they were like teenage girls.
Well, some of those fans are on Good Morning America this morning, and I don't think they're teenage girls.
Oh, okay.
So there might be some other aspects to the story that we still got to learn. But here's my favorite part. And of course, as predicted, TikTok takes a swing back. Lots of people upset about it. Here's one video that was posted of, you can hear the lady say, "We're leaving." This is during the show after someone was shamed.
Let's go. Come on. You don't do that to fans.
You don't do that to fans. So that person walking out. Here's another one. Miranda didn't even talk to our Vegas audience between songs hardly, someone wrote on TikTok and posted this. Always in a mood. Fans can enjoy however they want. They paid.
That seems to check out. Somebody else texted earlier this morning that said when she was in town with Kenny Chesney, maybe, that she was threatening to pop all the beach balls if they came anywhere near her. She's like, took the energy out. Like, we're having a party here.
Yeah, they're excited.
Again, without regard for the real debate and conversation we all should have with ourselves about, are we living in the moment anymore or so worried about the selfie or our phones and whatever? And I think there's a good put the phone down message.
Agree.
But whether or not, I think she's out of line there to be shaming fans who've spent how much money to be right in front of her and aren't really doing anything inappropriate. If that's how they want to, enjoy your show, to show that they were there, like what harm is it to you?
The rest of the story, though, will be, who are these fans and what were they doing? And was this for like the entire concert? Like, was it out of line? Were they moving around?
Were they distracting other people there trying to enjoy it?
So, and we'll find that out.
Absolutely, we will.
We will learn in the next 24 hours how much they get to take some of the blame.
8:50 on Wisconsin's Morning News.
Cheesesteaks and spitballs. One thing is for sure, this is going to be one mouth-watering series.
Hit out to left, going back is Steer, at the track, at the wall, and it is gone!